Hey guys, in the background, my brother Jay Sean. So welcome to the Pitchfork Podcast, man. We're gonna be doing some gaming. So it's gonna be foundational Black Americans, and I want to boost this brother's profile, and I want to show you guys this brother. I don't do a whole lot of gaming, but he does, and but I'm gonna be getting more into gaming. It's nice to have somebody to play with too. So from the same lineage too. That's pretty nice. So he's gonna get his microphone together in a second. We gonna get this hopping and popping. He's downloading the game right now. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Hello Facebook. Hello Twitch. Hello YouTube. So I had a long day, guys. Man, it was wild. I got into an argument with some tethers, man. Yo, tethers are. I used to like not like us calling them that, but now, yeah, now I kind of see why, man. I just. Ooh, I think it was that one Jamaican guy that kept like saying silly stuff even after I was telling them like they used to feed us with freaking crocodiles. Like, bruh, you still arguing with me, bro? Like, what the fuck? He's like, well, I don't really understand the issues. Well, then shut the fuck up, bro. Damn.
No, I came here with $20 and I made something for myself and shit. I'm like, what? Wait, what do you mean you? You mean your parents? And then you munched off them? You munched off them and shit like that? Yeah, okay. I got you. I got you.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Like you don't understand our history. You don't know what we go through. That's like if I'm gonna date somebody, right? I'm probably gonna have them watch Tariq's video so they can get a concept of what we had to go through. Actually, they won't get a concept. They will get a deep understanding and feeling and have some empathy and understand what Black Americans had to go through. Why is my headset's not coming up?
I don't know, man.
Oh, you know what? I gotta re-download it. I had some problems with my laptop where the hard drive was failing, so I had to have somebody come redo it. So they came out and fixed it. But one of the things I didn't touch was my headphones and my Discord. I'm like, I'm not talking to nobody or nothing like that. And I talk to myself. I don't think that's good. You talk to yourself. But yeah.
Nah. No, man. Like when I was in that one space.
Oh, today?
Hold on, give me a second. Let me see if I mute my main audio and then.
There you go. Can you still hear me?
I hear you just fine.
Yeah. So like basically, man, like when I was in that one space, that dude was like talking. I should have lost my temper, man. I should have did that, man. I should like let it go. But it's like dude was like talking about like what you said. I'm like, whoa. I deal with cops on the regular, bro. I don't know nobody lying to me, bro. Like, tell the truth, bro, about what I actually said, bro. Don't do that shit. I don't give a damn, like, how you feel about me, bro.
If you dare.
I deal with cops on the regular lying to me, bro. I don't do that shit.
But seriously, you should.
Bro, when I was like listening, I was like, listen, honestly, I don't judge anybody like that, but I try to get the perspective of where that person is coming from. I understand 100% where you're coming from. I understand exactly where he's coming from. But my thing is, if you come in late to a space and you don't understand what's going on and you only caught just a small smidget of your words and stuff like that, there's no need to attack or anything like that. I understand he kept questioning. And I understand that gets annoying because everyone has like that button you push and that just sets you off. So I don't really fault you. I don't really fault you for getting angry.
Like my thing is like I wouldn't even judge like freaking like Marcel.
They fought nobly
situation in which we gonna criticize a man for getting mad. I just think, come on, man, like, how can you say that, bro? Come on, man. What other context is ever look like actually that's the
Bro,
what other context?
bro,
Okay, suppose you go to the hood, right?
right.
And suppose you gotta go and hang out with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, suppose they say, you know, we gonna hang out with some bitches. But you want to do like they. Now, I'm not saying they gonna automatically pick, you know, if you pick a white girl. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in most cases, like, they gonna look at that and be like, well, you know, it's a white woman, but, you know, I mean, she has a vagina, you know? That's how they gonna be looking at it. Like, I'm just saying, like, where are we going with this, man? Like,
I think
there's somebody sitting behind.
I think that the biggest gripe that they actually had is the fact that you mispronounced your girlfriend. That's really about it. Because honestly, that seems to be the bigger issue. It's not what you've done, because we can actually clearly see all the positive things that you've done, but it's the fact that you misled that your girl was white or whatever. But once you clear it up,
I didn't realize it. Like,
that's why I didn't fault. That's exactly why I didn't fault you for that, because I live in New York. A lot of Spanish people think they're either black or white, but I have no idea what they put on their ID, because we had somebody come into the space, and I'm not gonna name her out or nothing like that, because that'd be wrong. But she came into the space and it was like, yo, what do you have in your ID? Because you're Spanish, but you put on white, right? You're white, but when you do certain things, you're black. You know what I mean? So you're kind of like you're juggling now. You're juggling, and then you're taking, like, so when she went to college, you took food out of a black person's mouth, and then we want to delineate on, hey, you're Spanish, you don't want to say black and brown, even though we do come in multiple fucking shades and shit like that. So that's kind of like hard to move away from. But when you say brown, you're not talking about black people. You're talking about Spanish. You're talking about Spanish people. And people want to, and us, we want to move away. We want to move away from that. We have nothing against Spanish people, but we don't want to hear. We don't want to hear like, oh, minorities, because if you're FBA, you're not a minority. You didn't swim over here. You didn't take the boat or anything like that. You didn't travel over here. You were brought over here in the slave trade. That's who you are. So technically, you're from here. I didn't have to swim no coastal lines or overseas or nothing like that. I didn't have no forged no documents, no that other nonsense. I am not a minority. You're not called us a minority. You don't like that. And that's the thing. People think they're slick. Don't think we're gonna find out. Like right now, right now, I'm not slow. I was never slow. I've caught on to this. Still caught on to this change in our environments that's been going on for years. Because let me tell you a quick little story. I went to McDonald's when I was younger. Now McDonald's, I don't know if you know, but McDonald's when I was a kid, they used to make really good chocolate shakes. Really good chocolate. Exactly. And then I noticed that when it started to get more people from more immigrants and stuff like that, everybody who was, I would say, American or whatever, they stopped doing that job. Before you know, even now, McDonald's is flooded with immigrants. Even though now we found out that they don't want to fix their machines. They don't want to fix their machines. But you did notice that, yo, there's a lot of immigrants and working at McDonald's or taking these lower paying jobs that were usually given to high schoolers or junior high kids going into high school and shit like that. So that shit was taken up. Because I remember when I used to work at Dwayne Reed's, bro. Like, yo, The guy came from Africa, got a fucking got the manager position, and he literally told us like, "Oh, I'm from Africa. I came here like at least like a year or two ago and shit like that, and I got the manager position." I'm like, "Wait, what? Wait, what?"
What?
Yo, that shit blew everybody's mind, and yeah, but that's how it be, bro.
I'm very interested in seeing how like what's going on with like the younger people, right? Because like I do put out content that oftentimes a lot of young people see, but that doesn't mean I'm necessarily connected with like young people. You feel me?
Right.
I'm not gonna be like that freaking like arrogant, you know. And so like I would love to know like how some of these issues like actually affected like you guys like in terms of like some of the disrespect towards foundational Black Americans. Like, what are some of the things that like you've seen?
Too damn much, calling us bullet. All right, so when you have, I'm not saying, well, you can say, I guess you could add the tethers in. You know, if you don't know what a tether is, that's someone who's made it with a foundation of Black American or made it with somebody else and just leeches off this country or whatever you want to say. That's basically what a tether is. All right, and I would say tethers and other minority groups that are from us. So if you're from Africa or somewhere from over in the islands, you know, they have this thing where they like to call us bullet bags because the cops like to shoot us and shit like that.
Yeah, I've heard that term. I first heard it on like Facebook when there was this black girl, and I don't think myself she's probably like non FBA because I mean like the whole term FBA like that name was like it's so pretty much like she was so simple like it was like you black man, you got reserve bullets, you got the bullet bags. And I was like, I never heard that term. Now that I think about it, like I never heard that on Black now.
Right.
Actually, quite specifically on like Facebook.
Right. So there's bullet bag. There's bullet bag. There's one. They call us akata, which means wild, which is like in Africa. My girl, she's from Ghana, so I asked her like, "Have you ever heard of this?" She's like, "No." She's like, she's like, "Yeah, I was told it's called wild cat." But then we had somebody from Nigeria come into the yeah, right, a stray cat, and we had someone from Nigeria come into the room who like literally says like, "Nah, secretly is actually what we call cotton picking N-words." Yeah. Right.
That's the part that like I really.
My spell is ready.
My content harder to like put out, right? And this much like some of the people that you call tethers, like it was basically black faces.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, y'all be
Now here's the kicker. Who do you see on black boards? Who speaks on black issues?
It's mostly people that are not from here.
Exactly. They all
Say usually like Nigerian, Haitian.
Mm-hmm. That chick on the Supreme Court? That's a tether.
Well, her, yeah. You see that being a lawsuit?
Camilla. Right. Right. I know. Right now I'm optimizing the shader, so it's basically done. But yeah, Camilla Harris. Yep, tether. Most of your politicians today are tethers, and they speak on our issue. They speak on our issues. They don't care about Black Americans. They only care about themselves. As in, when I say themselves, people who look and speak like them, but don't look and speak like us. You know what I mean? I speak for you. You don't have to speak. Don't worry about it, my friend. We all look the same. Like, yes, we all look the same, but we're all not the same. And that there is where your issue comes in. All right, how do I do this? Okay, find a friend. What's your name on here? Oh my god. Find a shift friend. Matchmaking. Nope. ACAP double. Manage shift friends. What the hell is a shift friend? Find a shift friend. Okay. You said ACAP double. I got it. Okay.
I wasn't so like mad like the way people ask me questions. I'm just like, just judge me on what I said, bro. Like I hate that shit. Like I do that shit like Blue Lives Matter all day. Them niggas be just lying, man. All they do is lie. They just wake up and say, you know what? What kind of fucking lie can I make up? You got this today, man.
Bro, that's how it be sometimes. That's why I was like, yo, listen, I'm not that hard on you because I can understand your viewpoints. I can understand their viewpoints, but at the same time, they just come into the space. So you don't know nothing about this man. So don't, go on the offense right away and shit like that. Mr. Vegas.
That's why I said I get it because I know what we do. Man. You look at like freaking affirmative action, man. We've been bamboozled so fucking often. I get it, man. Like we can't really trust nobody, bro.
Yo, you think
as soon as we do,
you think you could find me and put my name Lock Choco?
Yeah, I can try to. Let me see. I'm gonna go to social real quick. Let's see. Invite you here. Set a game invite.
Let me see if I got it. Wait, you found me? That's crazy. I said, you found me?
I did.
It's just fucking ridiculous. Okay, let me see. Matchmaking, campaign, shift. Is it mail? Mail in-game on playing. But yeah, that's why I'm like, yo, don't be, hard on you and shit like that. It's not necessary and shit. All right, add another.
I've gotten. I kind of just like learned to like. We have to be like. And that's one thing I have to like work over like my temper. Like usually like I think what partially like what it was that I could sense that he was like probably smaller than fucking me. And I realized like, bro, you wouldn't talk to me like that in like person, bro. Like I'm a very big dude. Like I would probably beat the fuck out you. Like you wouldn't talk like me like person. That's why I say like.
Yeah, aren't you like
smaller than me?
aren't you like 6'3" or some shit?
Much bigger than that. But like I got a 6'9" like wingspan.
God damn.
Yeah, like say like people like joke like one of the trolls that people use against me like well beside my little hat is that they call me like Kevin Durant. They say like, I look like freaking Kevin Durant and I'm kind of dog like him too. Yeah, I got the big ball spot and everything, man.
Listen, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep my locks. All right, so.
That shit, like in right now. Shit is loving that shit right now.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
That shit, especially like I know you ain't gonna lineage, but damn white girl, good God, they love like Jamaicans, man. Anybody who look Jamaican look like Drake. Like, that shit crazy. Like I don't know what it is. Like Jesus,
Bro.
like almost every other fucking porno, man. I'm telling you, am I lying?
No, you're not lying, bro. Because once I got out of that phase where everybody like to call it the ugly phase, I don't call it the ugly phase at all. I just call it like, it is what it is phase at the moment. Because you look like a clown for a moment sometimes, but I didn't really look like a clown. I actually look like a person. You know what I mean? I've seen people at their starter phase, and you be like, yo, who did your hair? You know what I mean? But I ain't have that problem.
Like I found that women found me more attractive when I stopped giving a fuck about it.
Right.
I stopped caring. Be yourself, man.
Yeah.
Women love that shit.
Word. That they do.
That's why I tell like a lot like black men, like don't be trying to be like freaking white dudes, man. Hey, let me tell you something. Them damn White girls, man, they looking for black dudes, man. You don't have to try to be like nobody else, man. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Because people are paying money to try to look like us, man.
Too much money.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, like, don't even front on this shit, man. Like, we got a lot of young black men trying to, like it gets all worried, man, gosh, I can't find no thing. Man, don't worry about that shit. Get your money up, and I guarantee you, it will become, yo.
Yep. Hell yeah. Yo, of course they'll come. They definitely come. Okay, live chat. Let me see. Where is it? Play game. Oh, here it is. Invited you to play game. This is cross-platform, right?
Right, it is.
Yes, it is.
Like yeah. Make sure you have it enabled.
It's a good idea. Okay. Let me see.
Have you played the game before?
Yeah, I'm like a level 10. I told you my boys left my ass behind.
I got you. I get you. I know. If you got a game, invite me to the game. And I'm ready to do it.
Yes.
Oh, nah, I don't need to say it like that, man. Pause, my bad. Oh my God, man. Like, see, I'm real close to that kind of shit, man.
Yeah. Bro, I think anybody, any straight man would be conscious of that shit. Cause yo, open auto crossplay. Crossplay on. Crossplay on. My crossplay is on. All right, send me an invite. Let me see if I can get it from here. Share baby into this crossplay is on. Nah, you could be the person you are. It don't matter. I'm only level 10. I don't know what level are you? God damn.
But you know what? I'm gonna give you some shit that way you can just hold on to it.
God damn, you damn man, you probably
We gonna run you through it. We gonna run you through the step back, man. If you want, man.
hold up. Damn. I don't even know what to say about that, bro. You just blew me out of the goddamn water.
I say I almost sound like a new character because I was like a stackle master.
Let me see something.
That mess is fun.
Wait, what Manson?
Stackle master, the melee build.
Right.
That's what I'm rocking. Claw warrior guy. Pretty much like my guy. I kill most enemies in like one hit.
Gotcha.
Even like the bosses.
Mr. Is, you blind son of.
You got like 2K, man. Cut your ass in there, 2K.
You would, because I am not a sports person.
Oh man, you gotta get over 2K. 2K coming out in September.
Yo, did you put your shift account up yet?
Yeah.
And it's ACAB Devil, right? Space Devil or together?
I just sent you an invite. Let me send you another one. Go to social.
Hold on, let me back out to the main menu. All right, now send it.
Add shift friend. Our user has received your shift friend request. Add shift friends.
I feel like okay, open to public, friends, okay. Yeah, you definitely cut my ass in that fucking 2K shit. I've never been really into sports.
Just a good day. That means you're not gonna be connected to people bullshit.
Nah.
Bullshit and keep saying Madden every damn year.
Nope. Nah.
God, man, I hate Madden now, man. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, I know I could find this. I know I could sort this out. Super Shadow says. Manage shift friends, find shift friends. Maybe that's all together.
I'm back, man. My bad. I had to go grab me some chips, man. I'm hungry.
Are you good?
Smoking that vape, bro.
I've already eaten all day, bro. So, what did I have? White Castles. There you go.
I don't think you're going to be able to join this one, so I'm going to start a new game.
No, I should. It doesn't matter what level you are. That's the thing. It says something about shift friends and shit. I feel like, what the fuck? Shift.
You signed up for Shift yet?
I know I signed. Oh, hold on. That is what it is. Link your account. It should all make sense now. Visit shift gears. Okay. And 9 minutes to do this shit. Shiftgearbox.com. Now it all makes sense. Is it Gearbox?
I blocked Clubhouse. I blocked Clubhouse. Oh no.
Softwares.com / TTW.
Blood. I blocked Blood blocked you. See, everybody blocked. Why is he mad at you? Because you mad at you. No.
This must be some new shit right here.
Yeah.
This is new. See, because I never did this before.
Yeah, make sure when you get your Shift Home account, you get your skeleton keys. You got the free keys. You can search your internet. There's some service codes that pop up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like. It's good for when you're like at your highest level, right?
Yeah.
1985.
Should I block Sarajevo?
Yeah, but you definitely gotta come to the room more and shit, man.
Yeah. I've been avoiding it mainly because I didn't want to be like a distraction, right? Because I don't want to overtop nobody. I don't want to take over.
You're not a. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you right now. When it comes to the room, you're not a distraction at all. Because we have a lot of different people come in there. I think we had like Plies in there. I think what was it? No, not Plies. Somebody else in there. We had another artist. We had an artist in there before. We had an artist in there before. A big name artist, celebrity artist. It's like a lot of people come into that room. You'd be surprised, who comes in there and shit.
Right. Well, I actually want to like promote like younger talent and like promote people who have something like going on because I mean it's just like
they come with they be in that room. They be in that room. Like just like me, like there's a lot of people who be in that room, take the time to. Well, I don't really learn anything from the room. It's like I've always been like this, so I like listening to other people's perspectives and shit like that. So this way I have like a more, a brighter viewpoint on how, are people feeling, how I'm feeling, like, what's going on between, my people, like, so I know what's going on in the world when it comes to us.
Why don't you get back to, I need you to read this article about Nigeria sending penises to China or the track. That's not.
No, I think that was satire. That's
I'm curious of like what's gonna happen in terms of like gonna try out like are we gonna like well, what I want to know like it's like gonna be like some kind of like thing, you know. I want to be able to keep pushing this shit, man. You know.
Like what exactly you want to know?
Like, I want to know like are we gonna keep pushing? Because like I'm just noticing there seem to be people that they're almost looking for others to fight other than for like the things that they've already been kind of like fighting for.
Yeah, you got listen. You know who Marcel is, right? So Marcel is a politician in South Carolina who ran against, of course, Jim Clyburn, who nobody likes. I've never liked Clyburn. Like you could look at Clyburn and be like, "Yo, I just hate that motherfucker, that motherfucker and shit like that." I hate the way he fucking looks. Like literally, like I think he was born that way. I think he's always looked that way from the whole entire life, and that's why he's so damn mad. But Marcel, he go against Jim Clyburn and stuff like that. We have movements, we have different movements and shit like that. So Tariq is holding a rally in October. I think it's October 15th.
I'm gonna be there. I want to be there. I want to be there for that. Because like we haven't had something like a million man march, like you know, like
That's not even going what that shit's gonna be. That's not.
I know, but I mean, like we haven't had anything that's like actually focus on us. That's kind of like what I mean.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I don't expect people to fucking show up. I don't think there's like a million like people that call stuff like FBA. On like TV,
all right, now I can do this. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
But again, I'm trying my best to like use my child to like help out. You know. I don't like to be the person that's talking. I kind of like put my feet in it, or even like be the person that's like out front. I'd rather let other people with more talent in certain areas handle things that I can't handle. You know, I don't want to be the guy that's out front. I'd rather you guys do that. You know,
right.
I know I'm not good at certain things.
Yeah, when it comes like, you know, when you was a kid and shit like that, and you probably had to do a play or some shit. Man, my teacher was like, once you get out there and you like, I've always had like black and Spanish teachers. I'm from New York, right? I've never had a white teacher in college, yes, in college. But yeah. But my teacher, like when I had my first play, he was like, once you start speaking, you'll get over your fear. I was like, technically, I don't have a fear, but when you keep saying that you'll get over your fear, you're making me feel like I have a fear. You know what I mean? You're kind of like pushing the fear on me and shit like that. But yeah, I kind of realized that I'm very outspoken. I have no problem speaking to a big crowd and letting people know how I feel. Even if I can't get the words out, I can at least try.
I don't have a problem with speaking. The thing is that it's more so like because of it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, like you become a law enforcement whistleblower, right? You get scared, man, pretty bad. And I just don't want that to ever hurt like the videos. And I don't want like my people cops like to ever like hurt you guys.
Are you gonna hurt us? Listen. We deal most of us deal with that shit on a daily basis. Like especially if you're someone who drives and shit like that, you're gonna deal with it. I think you can send me an invite now. You're going to deal with that no matter what. Like that's just a fact. I just heard it. And there's that dragon. I wonder if that's why this ain't working. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna text this to you because spelling it is just it's stupid. Done.
Send it to me on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it on Twitter. There you go. Try putting that in. That might work. That's what I used to use on YouTube.
So Shift or is it on the Steam?
It should be on Shift. Wait, have you been inviting me from Steam this whole time and not Shift?
I've been doing it for Shift.
Okay. Because I know this shit is crap on crossplay. Because I know my homeboys, they got it on Steam and I got it on this. So I know you can play with other people. I've played with people from Xbox and shit like that.
Let's see, search. No Shift user file. No Shift. Shift. This shows. Shift friends. Add Shift. View profile. Trader J.
Yep.
That's you, yo. Well, I'm trying to add you.
Shit's weird.
Very weird.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like, yo. Yo, did you buy that Steam Deck or no?
What?
The Steam Deck.
No.
I got it. Like when you was texting me, I was on it. So I'm usually in the room and I'm usually on the Steam Deck.
Right. Okay.
You can find me, but I can't manage shift friends. No, find shift friends. How you spell your name on here?
Oh, Shift?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see. It's like an invite. Profile. Display name, A cabinet. I'm just gonna. I'll say it to you.
That's why it wasn't going through. I just kept putting ACAB Devil.
Wow.
1, 2. There you go. Found you. And you're offline.
Should be on one.
Yeah, you got yourself offline. That's why I couldn't find you. And that's another reason I couldn't find you. I think it locks on to anybody who has the closest name. See, there we go. Now we got this shit started.
We're good to go. Or we added up on that shit.
I think you have to accept my invite that I sent you. Once you accept it, you should show up.
Let's see. Add layer. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see. So, says I invite you to. Okay. I don't see any invite.
I sent you a friend request. So if you go to your friends and go to requests, you should see it.
on like Steam.
No, it's in the game.
Social, friends. Yeah, I see roster. I see manage shift friends.
I think that probably find friend. Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. Okay, so that should be you.
There you go. There you go. See, there we go. What I tell you?
Join your game.
What I tell you? Been gaming for life. I didn't expect that shift shit. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That was
All right, so let's go ahead and rock and roll.
word.
Any mission that you want, how are you doing?
Now, since you just left the group. It said you left the group.
Right with that, let me jump back there. He's joining you now, so that's good.
Word.
I was supposed to play like World War Z. That game is a lot more straightforward.
Word. I know that for a fact. My homeboy likes playing that. He's like,
I love that game.
He's like, yo, you want to play some more? Oh, you know what you should also get? That's free. The multiverse. You will probably love that game. I be cutting ass, and I was gonna do a video today, but I was like, yo, why am I so hot? It's 86 degrees out. It's 86 outside, and I am dying.
I just fuck it, man.
I'm like,
But that's the one good thing about having dark skin. You can deal with heat a lot better.
Word. Finally got to the game, like 20 minutes in.
She told me like she was sports ready, and I was sitting there like, it is hot, but I'm just kind of chilling, you know. I'll turn off the audio on my games. Like this there we go. Okay, so we should let's go ahead and some missions. I'm gonna run you through this game, get you to the highest levels as possible.
I don't even know where the hell to go. Oh, okay, I know where to go now.
But like this dark skin is bad for the cold though, so she does a lot better in like damn cold. So, I'm one of the few like FBAs actually like the cold, so I came to the Pacific Northwest. Yeah.
Now, what did you say? FBA is what?
I'm one of the few like FBAs actually like Pacific cold, you know. Like that climate.
Everybody's different, bro.
I love the cold.
I like the cold too. I don't really like this heat.
Well, my whole rationale is that you can compensate for like cold. You can compensate for like heat.
Right. Yeah, but I don't like. Fucking hate the. Yeah. What the hell is this? Bro, I forgot you have like a little pet that runs around with us. I'm good. I jumped into my homeboy game in this, and he was like, yeah, just he was like, yo, it's too high over here, but just stay behind me. I got shot one time and went down. Like, I'm like, word. Yeah, bro. Yo, when I seen your TikTok for the first time, I was like, yo, this is somebody I can get behind, because I'm very picky on who I get behind. and shit like that. So when when you came out with a couple more videos, I was like, all right. But I followed you anyway because you definitely pointed out issues with police, which needs to be pointed out more. It's like I wish more people would, no matter who you are, like if you see injustice being done, speak out because it's the only way you're going to get change is when you speak out.
I also think like it was kind of like very weird because I want people to kind of look at the police in like a different way, and also us consider us having our own police force. Like other tribal groups have that. I don't know why we like run away from that. It's so weird.
I don't think we run away from it. I think most people don't really know how you're supposed to get it done. And you got to speak to some people. Like, listen, I literally got berated, berated in a room. Somebody was like, "Hey, this guy right here. Remember that? What you call it? Because somebody snuck in the petition and stuff like that for the FBA. Yeah. So somebody snuck that. Am I supposed to give this to her? Oh, take it. Yeah, somebody snuck in that stupid petition for the FBA, and I made a mistake and retweeted it. And it's like, oh, this guy doesn't like FBA and stuff like that. But I remember what we did was that we made our own petition, showing that. So we had another petition. I'll send you that one if I could find it. Another petition where you had these tethers and Africans and stuff like that saying like we're a hate group. I'm like, we're not even a hate group. We don't hate anybody.
That's weird. But why? Here's the thing. Here's my problem with that, right? They come from countries that actually have fucking hate groups.
Yeah. How the hell did you get over there? Oh, you jumped.
Oh, yeah, you gotta jump. You gotta run a jump right.
Thought you flew over there or some shit.
I can go ahead and just do like a teleport for you. You just next down still.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, like you call us a hate group. I'm like, we're not a hate group. We're not a hate group. We're just delineating from separation so people can know who we are. And they keep saying like, oh, this is our leader. Like, we don't have a leader. Like, there is no leader.
Yeah, like as you can clearly see, like Tariq already said, like I don't care who you think, but obviously it's not everybody feels the goddamn same. So like clearly we have clearly different like opinions.
Right, exactly.
So like that's the one thing that I am happy that we can see though. I happy to see that people nice like a high mind.
Bro,
we actually can criticize,
I mean, we're very monolithic, so there's differences. So there are different opinions. Some people will come into a space, hear what you have to say, go into another space, hear what that person's have to say, and they'll make up their mind on where they be, or they're gonna stand in the middle ground or make their own little space and say, hey, I'm this. I don't feel like I should be called this. I don't feel right. I feel like these are the proper terms and stuff like that. All this shit goes on.
Okay, fine. Just then, all the trees died. And then mushrooms.
I should really get more involved in that because I'm running away from it. I have a fear of like failure, I guess.
So you should never be scared of failure at all. Like whether you failure leads into failure leads. No, you're not gonna fail us because failure leads into succeeding. Eventually, you will succeed in what you're doing because you will get better at it. Like no one's gonna fault you. You may face a little bit of criticism, but knowing that you did it right, or knowing that you failed a little bit, and then got it right, is like a good feeling. Because then you can push other people into that same direction. Knowledge from Lock Choco.
Or was it lawful over the beyond?
This whole like storyline is kind of funny though.
He's a funny dude.
This game is actually really good. I was really surprised with stuff. One game I am looking forward to is the day before.
Who?
I want to see if it's actually gonna hold up to what they promised, which I doubt it.
Wait, what game?
The day before.
Oh, you waiting for it too?
I've seen some videos, and I'm starting to get a little bit concerned.
So do you have it?
The developer. Feel me? Like, I mean, here's some not so good things.
I won't know until it comes out. I can't even judge it. Like I feel the game and everything and where it's coming from, but I literally won't know until this shit comes out.
Well, that doesn't sound neighborly at all. Surely some friendly palaver will.
And I also know that the developer gave up on another title they had.
Yeah.
But then they pushed out something that people can play that's playable. So
Oh, nice drum circle you got here.
don't know.
It'd be a shame if
I
something
will
were
say
to,
this. I will judge everybody based on their
murder it.
You know,
Keep it down. It's best for
it could
everyone,
be,
yeah?
you know, changing for the better. In the game so far, from what I've seen, the gameplay doesn't look bad. You know?
Yeah, it don't look bad.
Fine.
So I'm not gonna like I told my homeboys, like I'm waiting for the game. I'm gonna buy the game. I'm gonna show the game off on the channel and everything like that. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm a little bit iffy on what this is going to bring. But what's good about Steam is that you have 2 hours to say I don't want that game. So that's a pro in my book. That's a huge pro in my book. I'll take.
Do you think, like content creation is going to be going into? Do you think that there's a picture? Do you think that there's a mainstream media version of black content? I guess so.
Not a lot. Like there's a few like I Show Speed hit 10 million followers and stuff like that. They're already trying to get rid of him because of the fact that he showed. Well, he did some shit on Warcraft or some shit like that, some nudity bullshit.
What? Adventuring isn't free.
But he didn't show nudity or nothing like that.
Basically, they're just like targeting him because of the. I mean, what did he have any other like opinions that were bad or what?
Do I have any opinions that are bad, or him?
I mean, it's like him.
I don't know what the hell his opinion is. I know he said, listen, I've watched his video. I watched one of his videos where he's playing Valiant. Oh God, I always fuck this shit up. Valiant. And he calls the girl tells the girl go make me a sandwich and shit like that. But he also calls him a monkey and shit like that, which leads me to believe, and I do believe that when he gets in some spaces and stuff like that, they call him a monkey.
I don't like that.
Because he's definitely younger than me. But yeah, but you know how when people use words and consistently use words or whatever, and you're towards you and stuff like that, eventually you'll use the same words back. So when he said that, I was like, oh, someone was calling him a monkey, and I can easily just I get that right off the bat.
A stench, you know exactly what lies ahead.
We do? I don't.
I'm gonna guess stop.
Either that or his that's just something you say in the house. I have no idea.
Yeah, the thing is though, like, I really want there to be, more black content creators because eventually, guys like me, right? I want to be able to retire and I don't want to do this forever. I actually want to become a sculptor. I actually never really want to make content. I did it because of the whole
It's a very specific list of
I
tissues.
actually
Pretty suspicious is all
don't
it
want to do
says.
this.
Hey, question!
Put a target on my back and I don't want to live in here for my
Fine.
life.
Sorry for being engaged in the
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of looking for people
Apology
to
is accepted.
kind of, it doesn't matter what kind of field you want to go into. I just want people to go into it.
Excellent. And you know what? I think you're ready.
Well,
Because,
I want to.
honestly, I don't need to be spotlight. I don't have to be that guy. Anything like some people, get one of these cheats. I don't have to be the cheat.
What the hell is this? I hear you. My thing, my mother and father met in the military. I'm a product of a military couple.
No, nope, absolutely
But
not.
yeah, my thing is that me,
All right, listen.
it's like I just wanted to do gaming and stuff like that. That was like my start. But I also want to do others, like, do other stuff. I have no problem, doing what doing what you're doing like that. I don't have fear. That's one thing about me is that I don't fear nobody. Like, I don't have that fear of looking over my back and nothing like that. Like, if somebody want to come up to fight me, you ain't gonna like the outcome. I do know how to fight. I've been specifically trained to fight. Whether it's with words or with my fists, and my fist is usually the last resort.
Slightly less near to procure this bounty of teeth.
Like, if you're not worth it, you're not worth it. But it's like I said, that's my last resort. Like, I'd rather just talk because I believe that we can have a friendly, cordial discussion, get our viewpoints out, and come to the. I also do real estate, so we call this the meeting of minds. Wait, I gotta return to the Tooth Fairy?
Yeah, so basically, like, there's a funny thing that happens.
Oh, here it is. I gotta put this stuff in here.
And he was like, no. And I think the guys are like actually complaining about it. So they just changed it all. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's go back to the Tooth Fairy.
Well, if you're ready for your reward, reopen the chest and discuss.
Reopen the chest.
Lie. Wait.
We gotta okay. Oh, look at that! Damn, one shot, huh?
You know what? I'm actually just gonna hold
I can't tell if you killed that shit or I did, because I know my bullet hit that thing and then it just exploded.
Picked it up from a guy I know. Pretended he was a tooth fairy to dupe money-hungry adventurers into a trap of their own making.
Yeah, well, at least
I like the voice acting in this.
Yeah, the whole game is like so good.
I think that's Wanda Sykes. I really don't.
Yeah, one of the sites. I think that is her.
I don't.
I was very surprised by action. How the game looked. I didn't think it's gonna be this great, but it turned out to be pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's a good game. Oh, legendary. Another pickaxe. I think that. Yeah, how do you equip the item again? Rank in inventory. Yeah, Wanda Sykes. The hell? You got an afro?
Yeah.
I've located a healing
I would have an Afro claw bringer.
Oh, I had to go with the locks.
Afro claw bringer with the Devil Mansion secondary.
I had to go with the locks. I'm trying to see like where's his weapon. I just got a golden weapon.
Press select. In the inventory.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I think I already have it.
Whatever you don't need for now.
I think I have it.
This is only sorted by rarity or sorted by DLC.
Oh no, I got it equipped. How do you use it? Oh, there we go. Got it. See, that's how you can tell I haven't played this shit in so long. Lost, bro. Lost.
I'll not suffer the likes of you.
Are they fighting? Can you kill these guys or no? Nope, can't kill them. Goblin Dance Society. Okay.
Half bard, half barbarian.
Well, that's weird.
1,000% explosion.
I love this guy. I'll just stick.
Yeah, he's a little distracted at the moment. You'll have to get his attention.
Why this thing's coming after me?
See that?
I need to get across the ocean and put my boots up the Dragon Lord's rear. You only need to help with the first part.
I love two things in this world. Rat, quest, and huge explosions. And respecting all living beings, irrespective.
You like metal? Who am I kidding? Of course you do. Who doesn't? Well, there is a little battle of the band.
Oh, he's a rock bard. Got it.
Might could use your talents.
Rock the rap star.
I always like
This is the opposite of respecting nature. Composting.
Hey, I'm leveling up. Just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, I'm going to get into more reaction videos. I plan on putting more videos on TikTok and stuff like that. Like I'm like literally fresh to TikTok. Like I never really cared about it, especially with the issues that were going on, and I kind of figured something like that was going on. But when I fucking see somebody stealing someone's content and not giving them credit for it, that kind of actually that did piss me off. Ow, ow. Shoot a shot at my shield.
Break the ever-loving out of that thing. It's the return. Destroy the crystal. The magic's coming back. I can feel it. Let's keep going. There's another thorn up ahead. Let's get up.
So the Dragon Lord is using the crystal thorns to leech the magic.
So I know you was in a room earlier, right? So do you remember that? Do you remember that one person named Adonis?
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple hours later, I would say like Major. What he did was he put his picture with Dave Chappelle. Yeah. For Adonis, he was like, "Oh my god, I just got out the shower and I come back and I see this." He's like, "Could you please take that down?" He was like, "I'll think about it." He was like, "I think about it." I'm like, "Bro," I said, "Bro, every black person cuts ass on each other, right? You're used to this shit. This is what we do. This is like when people come here and they be like, "Oh, you guys don't have a culture or anything like that." Like you utilize our culture. You know that, right? Like you speak just like us. Our lingo, our dialect. Yeah, that's our culture. That's what it came to be. When you say, "Yo, what's up? What's good?" When you say, "What's good, ma?" You're picking up on some of our lingo. We're shaking. It's a dealio, yep. The shizzle, my nizzle, all everything we don't want you to say, you say and shit like that. Like, bro. In New York back in the day, we'd be like, "Hey, yo!
Hey, yo! Hey, guys!" Most of this shit, like,
Bye, Felicia. Yo, you know what killed me? Bye, Felicia, son. No one knew where the hell that came from.
We're saving the magic.
lot of things get come from us. So that's how I kind of look at us. Like, look at us as like a foundational member. I look at us kind of like a separate type of hero.
Perhaps it would
You
As-
know, a separate entity that has their own customs and traditions that people. And when I say that,
What
I
are you
don't think
hiding in your hand?
we kind of envision ourselves as that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we have a lot of people who bite off of us and take our shit and stuff like that, and then they like to take claim to our fame. Like, bro, you can't take claim to our fame. Like, you know, there's plenty of people around who know the history of hip hop. They've been around them and shit like them. Busta Rhymes said like Jamaicans created hip hop and shit like, bro, what? Are you stupid? You smoking? Like, some of the shit people say, it blows my mind.
It's not just the fact that they say is that they know and have to say in their countries, they like their families. That would not be acceptable. I don't understand why they
The super sexy forces of evil smell the stench of
I don't know why neither.
to stop it.
disgusting. Like I think that the fact that we haven't called it out for like this long is also a problem.
That's another thing. So like, you know, it's another thing we talk about. Like, listen, we got other people playing with us. I just realized that. Just realized that. But yeah, that is another thing. Like, listen, now we're calling it out. We're calling it out for what it is. Now we're saying you can't be tied. You know, you can't be tied to us. Like, this is not something. What the hell is that? Isn't that the chick from the last game?
Whoa, the Banshee. This early? Watch
Borderlands
out,
3 or some shit.
She's going for a total party wipe.
Damn, she fucked me up. Oh, I'm alive, barely. I forgot how you heal yourself in this shit. She dead or did she just explode? Oh, okay. You did me a fucking favor because she put me on 3 health.
With high-level characters. Between you and me, we have a thing. Then she left me for the maelstrom of endless insanity, which, you know, I mean, good for her. Guy's a hunk.
Yeah, I was in the space. It's like so basically, I don't like saying the the N-word or anything like that. That's just not me. Now, everything else with I'm fine. All right. So these old motherfuckers are mad. So it's like, you don't like saying the N-word? You won't want to teach your son his lineage? I was like, oh God, you're preachy. You're preachy. Oh, of course. It's the more older ones. Like,
I have no problem with like older people. I have problems with older people getting young this way.
right? Yeah, so
Like, I consider myself like old. I'm only like 36, right? I consider myself like actually old. I'm so old that if I see a younger person and I can try to help them, I'm gonna do that. I think that like me, yeah, still do like you, but at the same time, like don't get in these young people's way and like help them out, you know. That's how I feel about it. Now, a lot of people don't feel the same old way.
Oh, hey, are you metal enough to help us?
yeah, I feel you, bro. Huh? What you say? Oh no, I hear you, bro. My homeboy just called me real quick.
You good, bro? I was sitting there trying to find like the next mission objective.
Oh, bro, I thought you was like 50 something.
No, I'm like 36. I'm not 50 or some shit. No. I've done a lot in my life.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna tell you something, but you can't get mad.
Yeah.
I'm but a year older than you.
Wow. I thought you was like 20 something.
No, I'm literally a year older than you.
Oh man. Well. Oh well. Well, guess what? You still useful, so.
I was like, yo, when you said 36, I was like, 36? Like, bro, I'm like, I don't listen, bro. I don't look old or nothing. So, well, you know that.
Well, the thing is about like I spent 4.5 years in combat. So,
Yeah, my best friend did too. He was in Iraq war and shit.
that shit
He said thank you for your service.
oh man, that shit ages you, man. Makes you old as fuck. Like oh, here's a
Oh, that's one lucky die.
no, like it makes you age quick, like especially like your freaking body. Oh, it's the worst.
You know what makes you age quick? Being a cop. I don't know why, but I don't know if you ever realized that some cop. No, I'm not a cop. Bro, you said your worst enemy. No. Cops age quick, bro. Like if you like in New York, I be seeing like cops. Like I watch these guys, right? So I watch them, and you be seeing them all young and fresh. Give it like a few years later, they're all fat. They can't move and shit like that. What, donuts?
Well, I would say mostly is I probably. I mean, I definitely noticed that there's a lot of like overweight police officers, and that's something that's a well-known thing. I think it's like the most overweight profession in the game. I think.
Possibly.
I think, but like the reason why they gain so much weight is they don't really do shit.
And that too.
You know, like most crimes. Most times when they show up to things, like I think it's like only 46% of the time you actually have like a violent crime. And the rest of the time it's just them showing up to like traffic stuff or like animal calls, that kind of stuff. Like I think I did like a deep dive on that. Yeah. I do like mostly a bunch of like deep dives. I think I did something on it, but silence the drumming neighbor. I don't know why that question is like freaking setting. I think I blasted the background and it caused like a glitch.
Are you stuck?
I'm not stuck. No.
Oh no, we're good.
One quest silence the drumming neighbors.
Right.
I don't see the drumming neighbors.
The hell are hero points?
Oh yeah, hero points. That's your
Hold on, ACAB. Hold on. What do you say, guy? I don't know nothing about this game, bro. I am. Yeah, I'm just as lost as you. I'm following the leader right now. No, you good?
Let me know if you want to hop on World War Z, man.
Oh yeah, I just gotta download it. That's it. It won't take that. Let me start installing it right now.
What's your game?
Huh?
You gonna download World Z.
Yeah, I'm World War Z. Yeah, because Epic gave that game away for free.
Yeah, that game is awesome, man. The best one, man. It's the best zombie like horror game that I played so far. So we play the campaign, we do like horror mode. Do you have all the like DLC?
The VSC?
No, the DLC where like they have like new missions and new stories. Like they got one from like Japan, they got one in France, and one in Brazil, I think.
I don't think I. Oh, my bad, buddy.
It's pretty fucking nice. The freaking new chick though, she like a mechanic and she kind of bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, everybody like his thing like people don't like get it. Like I love women.
He said I love women.
I don't think people get that. Like people like I like black women, I like white women. Nigga, if I see pussy, I fucking like it. Like I don't. I'll say like when I first ran into my girl, right? I like her personality. She had some drive, and she wasn't making no money then. This chick went from not making a whole bunch of money to making $15K a fucking month. Feel me? So like, I pulled that chick from the white community and I brought it over to our community, and that's always a nice resource to have. Shit ton of goddamn money, cause like I gotta tell you, man, like I only paid $1,500 for like my half of everything, and our rent is like over $2,000. She's paying the rent, bro. She's paying the car note, my man.
That's what's up.
Any black man who can get in this fixed situation, you take this. Because any man, period. If you ever been to goddamn family court, my nigga.
Yeah, I have been to family court.
Something like this, man. And this is why I tell dudes, don't be afraid if a woman makes more money, because it could actually help you. Like how many men can actually say, "Hey, my chick got it, and I'm good, bro." I sit around for most of the day, like I'm ready at like 100% like the free FBA, right? So that's how I get like most of my money. But I can sit around all day, and my girl got it. Like I was covering everything when she wasn't making like hardly like any kind of money.
See, like I said, the funny thing is about the space is that your girl's not white; she's Mexican, right?
Right.
But you keep calling her white. Like even just now, you just called her white. You kind of got it.
Because she keeps calling herself that.
Yeah, you gotta get her to.
Accentuate like the whole Mexican side.
Yeah, you gotta get her out of that notion. Like, listen, just be who you are, because you jump into spaces. Like, say if you weren't in our space and you was in a different type of space, right? And you're speaking on your girl, you bring your girl and stuff like that. They're speaking, and they let her speak. Now, I'm gonna let you know that Major don't let white people up on the stage. In fact, he'll kick you out, even if you're at the bottom. Because it's like you're in our space. Like, why are you here? Well, when we're trying to situate ourselves, talk to each other, and converse and stuff like that. Like you don't belong here. And a lot of you got to remember back in the days, they like to sit in our space and learn and get into our heads and stuff. That's why they know so much about us.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually you want to learn about us, but now you learn way too much about us. Your kids speak our lingo. You speak our lingo. You listen to our music. You used to hate our music. Like, we did not show up on MTV until 1990 something. No one, I don't think anybody really realizes that the MTV did not want rap on their station. They just wanted rock, and that was it. So I guess somebody at MTV was like, "This is the future. This is where the money's going to be, Joe." Well, I don't know. You're fired. You're fired. And eventually, they're like, "Oh, you're rehired. You were right. You rehired. You got it right."
I just got in the pipe right now.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm on 8%, but it's not gonna. It's not.
And also, I got a cross-platform thing, man.
What?
So this cross-platform is ready. It's hot. It's hot, and it's ready to go, man.
You have it for Epic, right?
Yeah, I have it for just World War Z in like general.
Okay.
I usually can play like cross-platform.
Yeah, there's a lot of games you can play cross-platform now. Like I play Fortnite. I play Warzone. I like to play Warzone with my cousins and stuff like that. Yo, my cousin. Let me tell you a story, son. My cousin would get me murdered in Warzone, and you know why? Because he didn't have a mic. I'd be like, "Yo, Bashan, what are you doing? Look the other way." Somebody come up right behind us and gun us down the shop. And he was like, "Oh, my bad, cuz." He's like, "I'll do better next time." I was like, "Oh my fucking God." I was like, "Get a mic. Get a mic." When he finally got a mic, and he got more into the game, this boy was cooking. I was like, "Thank you for getting a mic and a headphones." Because he didn't have that shit. Like you can hear him, but he couldn't hear what was going on. This man turned around for a split second. I kid you not, because I timed that shit on how quick we got murdered. We literally just got onto the building. I looked around, nobody was there. He looked around, nobody was there. And I literally told him, look the other way, not the way that I'm looking. We don't need two eyes looking this way. We need two eyes looking in one direction to the next. I was like, why are you next to me? And he was like, I don't know. And the next thing you know, I turn around and look who it is. Gun. I was like, oh my fuck. He's like, my bad, good. Yo, I got killed so many times because of that man. I wanted to fucking choke somebody, son. Like, bro.
You know what? I'll be honest with you, man. I've never felt, I'm usually like a recluse, right? I usually shy away from people. A while back, I can't remember who I was in a space. I don't know who actually told me this. He says, you're going to feel more comfortable talking with your own people.
Right.
And I've never felt so comfortable in months. It's so weird, man. Because I feel like you kind of can understand me a little bit. Like I don't have to go through the labor of having to explain things to you. You feel me?
Yo,
does that make any sense?
It makes a lot of sense because I actually get that quite a lot. That I am really easy to talk to because I don't just see things from one perspective. I see things from other perspectives. I see left, right, up, down, into the middle. So in that gray area, that's where I formulate everything and just put it all together where it all just makes sense. I don't really, I won't ever go at you hard for anything negative that you do. I would just point it out to you, like, hey, you keep doing this and stuff like that so that I can help you, stop that and make you become a better person. But I'm not someone who's I'm not the type who's going to be like, nah, bro, you shouldn't do that. Nah, bro, nah, yo, what the fuck are you doing, homie? No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's what I say. I don't get involved in people's lives and shit, man. Like I got a problem with you if you got a problem with like my people. You got a problem with like the American people. You got a problem with me. Outside of that, man, I don't too much give a fuck what you do, but I don't care what you smoke. I don't care what you drink. I don't care how you make your money. That's your business. Just don't hurt about it.
Right. Yeah, but listen, I'm glad you feel comfortable and stuff like that because that's how you should feel when you're speaking to someone else of your peers and shit like that. I don't want you to like run away or think any negative thoughts and stuff like that. I believe that we need to take time to think and see not just from our point of views, but other point of views as well. Before we come to the conclusion that we're going to bash that motherfucker into the ground.
I don't know so, man. Also, I think Cat's been trying to avoid this, man. Cats need to start smoking some more weed, man. I think some of these cats is needed. I just gotta be honest with you.
Some people do need it. Some people do need to, hit it and relax. I was like, because that's what I was thinking when I was in that room. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers need to go get high or some shit. Like they was like, oh my God. They was like, shame on you. Shame on you. When you don't want to say your history, your lineage. I was like, listen, that preachy shit don't work on me.
That's why I tell them, man, listen, if they FBA, they FBA. Stop trying to add more to it. Like I'm telling you, like
Oh, actually, listen.
That was one of the things that I was worried about, right? I was like, listen, FBA is a lineage. It don't matter, if someone decides to switch their gender, you still FBA.
Right.
It don't matter if someone dates somebody else, you still FBA. It don't matter if you're a man, woman, child. If you FBA, you FBA. That's not gonna change.
Like Marcel is very gay, 100%. But he is black, and he understands that, and he knows that no matter how gay he is, he will always be a black man. He will always be a foundational Black America. He sees what goes on with his people because Marcel used to be was a school teacher and shit like that. And he said, like, fuck this. I want to change the system. And that's the positive attitude you're supposed to, come out with when you want to do something. It's not about you or about your sexuality. Like that's another thing about people's sexuality. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're trans. It's what in the end of the day, you are what you are. You like who you like. What you're doing in the bedroom, that's your business. It's not my business. But end of the day, when you're stopped by the cops, it's not because you're gay. If you were shot at by somebody who has authority, it's not because you're gay. It's because you're either black and they don't like you. It's as simple as that. And a lot of gay people, they like to put their sexuality first, above all.
Yeah, I definitely knows that pattern, man. It's not so much even they put their sexuality before being black. It's that they think that because people give certain goodies to the white LGBT, that it somehow extends to them. And it doesn't.
Right.
It really fucking doesn't. I don't know how to explain to them.
That's another thing. So you have people who are black men who are gay, and they don't really like, going out with other gay black men. They prefer to be with white gay men, and then they find out that the white gay men don't like them for whatever reason. And it's like, listen, just because you're gay doesn't mean another gay person is going to like you because you are gay. There's a reason why they're not with you, not talking to you, not engaging you, and they probably don't have any same sentiments as you. You shouldn't want somebody as for sexual attraction. Period. You should want somebody who likes you for you and is willing to get to know you. They're not willing to get
somebody who you can build.
Exactly.
Here's my problem with interracial dating, right? You get these brothers who date a white woman that even a white man don't fucking want. Right?
You mean like fat Karen, right?
Right. Like if you don't get one, right? Get one that you can build with, right? Build something with. But you get Becky from the goddamn trailer park, man. We got enough of them brothers with Becky with the fucking trailer park, all right? Let's please upgrade Becky, man.
See, that's called the lazy and desperate. That's the lazy and desperate.
Most white dudes got their kill for. And no, is she a supermodel? No. But she's smart. She makes her own money, and on top of that, she gonna hold you down.
Right.
Like that's not something you're gonna find on like a fucking regular. And so this is why I got a lot of white dudes, like especially when they kids see me and like videos with her, they get mad. And I actually enjoy making them mad about that shit. That shit tickles the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. It does. Yeah, I actually there was like one time I had this one guy like, I'll call her a freaking race trader because again she passes that freaking white, but she's not white, she's freaking Mexican, right?
Right.
Pretty much, right? But the dude's like, oh, you're a race trader and everything else, and I was like, yep, and I said, yep. I said, and I want to make sure I do my part to bring about 2040 goddamn faster, man. That's all I do my part. Honestly, I think we might be going about this whole thing the wrong way to like a circus thing. Let's make sure we Colin Kaepernick. Let's make sure that we Colin Kaepernick them a little bit. I'm saying like don't start making a wave of having children and shit. But because she can't have kids, I can't really have kids.
You can't have kids.
Don't let the infection near you!
Wait, so you already have one kid. So you have a kid from a different relationship.
We got the infector!
Okay, and you got. You said you think.
Think about it. We can't.
Oh, she can't have kids. Okay, I get you. Yeah, I get you.
The thing about it is that, like, basically, like, I just don't want to, like, get big and heavy into, like, having kids again. Because, like, basically, it's, I want to have a kid, but at the same time, I realize it's probably not the best environment for it. So, like, you just have to also recognize that you probably shouldn't have kids.
Yeah, I would say that is true, right? But that's kind of in the world, it's survival of the fittest. No matter where you go, it's survival of the fittest. Anything bad can happen any moment. Like you got people who come home with their newborn and they literally suffocate them to death. And they're like happy they got their bundle of glory, don't realize they just killed their own kid because they suffocated. Suffocating to death. You gotta literally watch your kids at a certain point because they can't take care of themselves. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that and shit like that. But what I'm trying to say is that it is survival of the fittest no matter what. So I would say, my personal thing, I would say bring a kid in the world. Like teach them so they can teach others. Like don't let things like, stop you from, don't let the environment stop you from doing or feeling successful or, receiving joy in the way that you want to receive joy. Like, what's that motherfucker said? That crazy motherfucker from Transformers? Like, just do it! Do it! Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Like, I have an 8-year-old. I do not see my son at all because of what his mother did and stuff like that. And I can't even bring him back to the country. Can you hear me? Yeah. So I can't even bring him back to the country or anything like that. I receive pictures like I'm in prison. Like, hey, let me see my son and stuff like that. But I still want another kid. I'm not gonna let this one transaction with this one person stop me from having another kid and stuff like that, or as many as I think I can have and shit like that. I'm not gonna let that stop me. I don't think that should I don't think that should be the reason why anybody should stop. I think if you have that choice that you can have a kid and stuff like that, your kid looks at you for strength. If you show strength, your kid will definitely follow. If you have the brains, your kid will learn from you. Like your kids are like those damn Tamagotchis. All right, I'm in World War Z.
I went through something horrible with the whole family court thing. It was a horrible retaliation. It was like basically when it was found out that it was me coming forward and all that stuff. It got bad. So like pretty much like I don't want to have any more kids because like I just don't want to go through that again. So I mean, and on top of that, I mean I've already like delineated, So I mean I'm good, man. I realize when it's
What I'm saying to you is just that I understand what you went through because I went to the family court, and let me tell you, those judges have no sympathy for men. No sympathy for men. But
I pay my child support, man. Like, I don't like that you kind of conversations. A lot of times don't end up feeling like, listen, that's black women.
No. See, that's the thing. I don't look at it that way. We have, listen, just like you have different type of men, you have different type of women. So I'm not gonna look at it as in a more in a hateful view and shit like that. It's just that's not how I roll with my way of thinking. Like I understand that women give men problems and men give women problems. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the court system, those bitches hate us. especially that old bitch. That one who's sitting like, oh, why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? La 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 la. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck I'm going through and shit like that. And plus, I am doing this. So, Or I just sent you the cross-platform code.
With the main menu.
I haven't played this shit in a long time.
Oh, I love what was he, man.
I'm trying to
The
see.
game has such simple mechanics. It works out so well. It's so satisfying when you mow down, but there's always.
Yes, it is, and blow them up to smithereens.
See, so you sent me the ship code. Let's see, invite code.
Wait, shift is for this too?
Oh, wait, no. Oh, I'm sorry, no.
I'm about to say, don't tell me that. Yo, it took us like 20. It took us at least like 10, 15 minutes to get that game rocking. Just to get that game rocking. But yeah, I know like the trials and tribulations of that shit like that. Like if you guys ever decide to do it, just do it. You know the pros. The pros is happiness, having another child, watching them grow up and stuff like that. And you know the cons is that she'll hate your ass for life if anything ever happens, and you just find yourself back in family court, or you can be reasonable and be cordial and just talk out.
I tried that, man.
It don't work for everybody. Trust me. I've tried being reasonable, cordial, and it does not
Try
work.
my cross-platform code 84C.
Hold on. Let me go to the multiplayer. Wait, how do you do this? You add, invite, join party, invite code. All right, what is it? 84C 5. Boom. Party not found. Hold on. This is cross-platform. I know that for damn fact. My cross-play is on. Yeah, you should. You should. I'm playing this on Epic. Not my Steam account. Yeah, I'm playing this on Epic, not Steam. I didn't even know Steam had this. Yeah, I got your invite. I have to join you from the Epic, not Steam. I have to know.
Okay. I don't have see it.
No. I'm saying this. No, I'm saying this says crossplay. So what I'm trying to say is that we should be able to play together.
Yeah, we should.
Invite. All right, what if I go to multiplayer? There's just more stuff for me to figure out. It's not a problem. Yeah, you would have to do it from the not Steam. You have to do it through the game. You see, invite.
I'm gonna go to party, invite. Just get invite. I don't know. Just the names popping up.
Yeah, it's not gonna pop up like that. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Let me see something. That's the thing. I don't really play with a lot of people on Epic, and I don't play with a lot of people on Steam. Join party by invite code. What's your cross-platform code?
It's going to be 84C.
84C.
5E. I'm gonna send it to you on here.
And your cross-platform is on, or
It should be on.
yeah, you got to make sure that's on.
There you go. This is cross-platform invite. Cool. Let's go to settings real quick. Game. Watch play on. Yeah.
It's weird. Visit Pro settings. The hell is Pro's account? Oh no, I don't know what that is. Okay, so you go to recent, choose friends, and like, how do you add a person on here? See, that's the thing. If I find out how to add you, that'd be useful. GXF. And you used my code, it didn't work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, I'm still dying with what Sir Major did. That shit cracked me the fuck up.
Yeah, that was funny. I ain't want to.
He said, "Could you please?" He said, "Could you please take it down?" I'm really asking you. Can you please take it down? He said, "I'll think about it."
He was quick second.
Okay, what do I do this? Find match, click match. I mean, I could do that too. You see something? Go to my input.
My bad about that.
No, you good, bro. No need to apologize. You good.
Cool. Let's see, recent players. Who's on one? Is that you, Rio?
Who the hell is that?
Oh no, it's not you.
Like, who? I was like, who? Definitely ain't fucking me, bro.
It's almost impossible to add anybody here.
It is impossible to add anybody. So I'm like, how do you add somebody?
I don't know.
Online public.
Thing.
It is weird.
God damn, I got.
And I know it's close because I played with people from other, like my homeboy and stuff, because he's on Xbox and I'm on PC. And we've played together on this shit. I know it's possible.
That's platform party now. Make sure you create in your. How's that possible? Those only games are business bros.
Unless they got something special we have to do first.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yes. Do you have a Game Pass as well?
Oh hell yeah! Oh wait, isn't this on Game Pass?
Yeah, I think it is.
Let me see. World War Z.
They're probably help you. Yeah, also you can get like all the DLC too. So Microsoft Studios, so shit all should always be all free.
Right. Yep, it's on Game Pass. Let me install it on here. That'd make it easier.
Well, if you had the cloud gaming, you just jump right into it.
Nah, that shit's not even. It's on, but it's not set up. I should have checked there first.
How you feel about Crossfire Catalyst?
That a new game that's coming out?
Yeah, that already came out.
Crossfire Catalyst. That's that shooter, right? That's on Steam.
Yeah.
I don't even. I have honestly. I don't know. I don't really have any opinions. I don't have played it yet.
It's also on Xbox Live on Game Pass too. It's on the cloud gaming.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, get that going. Also, I think 2K is gonna be coming out on Game Pass too.
Oh God. I'll download it if you think you can beat me. I'm pretty sure you. I'm pretty sure you snuffed me out because I am not a sport.
Not really, man. I'm actually not that good in like exhibitions and that. I'm just good at like creative players and that kind of stuff. So I don't mind playing games for sure. Absolutely.
You said creative player.
Yeah, my career. I call it the old school days because I remember like the first 2K for like 2001.
Right.
And that was like the best 2K. No, actually, the NBA 2K of 05 is like the best one to me. Like the simulation was so great in that game. Like you could play like a whole franchise and like just set it. You know what I'm saying? Or like throughout the years, like 2K, like they took out some of the fun features that made 2K fun. Like back in the day, like on Xbox Live, the freaking leagues. Man, you get guys, you get like parties and parties. You had so many guys in like one parties, right? You have like 8 parties going on at the same time, but then you got one guy who's going between each party, talking shit. and we all left one slot open. So pretty much you have like a 30-person lead, but like 10 parties set up, but everybody leave like one slot open so everybody can like talk about their freaking draft choice, you know? And they can like spread like all the rules. Like, hey man, you can't be drafted like Kevin Garnett, that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some crazy shit.
You talking that just
fun,
just talking that ish.
That shit was fun though. That was the best times, man. Like we gotta do like janky bootleg shit, man. That was the greatest. Guys just like talk some mad shit. Like, oh my god, like I watch some dudes. You ready to fight?
That's just that sounds like my cousin. Yeah, my cousin be hard on 2K. What? You walk away, everything be all nice and casual and shit like that, and next thing you know, like a moment later, he's in a goddamn argument with somebody and shit like that, just cursing each other out. Off, like cursing each other out, like off and on and shit. I'm like, God damn, bro, what the like y'all
2K
take.
brings out 2K is like the monopoly of like video games. It just brings out the ugly in you, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm like, yo, you take this shit way too serious. You need to calm down.
Nah, man, that shit be getting competitive, man. I gotta tell kids, shut the fuck up, man. I got a ball, man.
Like, yo. Like, God.
That's why I say I don't play a lot of exhibition matches because, like, I know I end up custom damn kids out. I got that grown ass man cussing out kids, man.
You just go Crossfire, right?
Huh?
You just go Crossfire?
Yeah.
I'm looking on this fucking. Man, it's not coming up.
It's on the Cloud Play.
Cloud Play.
Yeah.
Oh, Cloud Gaming.
Yeah.
Like Cloud.
A lot of things on there that's like not on like the actual regular like downloads.
Yeah.
I also have Sniper Elite too.
Bro, I need to finish that. Bro, me and my boy, we had a competition where we were just popping people in the nuts.
You want to play?
Yeah, I'm down to always play that. I gotta just re-download it.
Sniper Elite, man. I love Sniper Elite. That's like one of my favorite new games, man.
Oh, Sniper Elite.
Yeah.
Wait, this shit like automatically loads up?
Yeah, it does.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure you got a good internet connection. If you do, man, this shit's fire.
I got the best. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, you must be in a nice area.
New York, baby. I'm already on here.
Yeah,
I'm already on Sniper
that's just
Elite.
nice.
I'm already
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
just nice. I'm uploading for like my computer because I actually installed it. I love this game, man.
I had it installed, but when you gotta add it, since I had to take out the main hard drive and shit like that and put a new one in, yo, whew, when I mean that shit was fried, that shit was fried.
Yeah. I like the thing I like about Sniper Elite is that how simplistic it is and yet how satisfying it is to take out damn Nazi, yo. That shit's satisfying as fuck, yo. Cause like you know, usually you gotta have like a zombie game or like a game where it's like monsters that kind of feel bad about just mowing motherfuckers down. But these are Nazis, so I don't feel bad for them at all.
Bro, I just like shooting them in the nuts.
And yo, they that shit be crazy when they go in like slow motion.
Bro, that shit is detailed. So I was like, yo, you lose your nads. You lose your balls, bro. You lose your balls. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised somebody animated that shit, so I'm not surprised. All right, I just need your code. That's it. Yeah, I'm right here.
I'm DA1312.
DA13. Wait, cancel or let me see. D? Nope. Don't click. You receive an invite code from someone. Enter it here. I'm supposed to receive it from you? Dear God.
They just doing some crazy shit.
Yo, all night.
Okay, so let's see. Make sure my crossway is on. What the hell? Man, we got some other shit, bro. Oh wait, I don't have you added as spam on Xbox.
Oh, it's G4. It's G4L Lock Choco. So G4L space Lock Choco.
Friends. Search for people. Okay, so G4L
Space Lock Choco. Yo, you ever had Komochi?
I have not.
That's all right. Let me tell you something. If you're ever trying to like lose weight, or you had like, or you want to like diet, I would definitely say use that and get the one that has ginger in it.
Well, I don't need to lose no damn weight. I am I'm already Slim Reaper, man.
See, I'm just building muscle right now. Like I'm at like 204. I'm around 5'11.
Oh, damn, you do muscle, brother. I'm gonna tell you something though. I'm in the Pacific, like Northwest, and no one can cook here. So a lot of people don't realize, like, the reason why I'm not eating this much because nobody can cook.
That's so fucked up.
Yo, that's why I'm losing weight here, man. Like I go to restaurants, right? They don't even have like sweet tea. They don't have grits. They don't have grits over here. So like I'm from South Carolina, so that's just like punishing to me.
Bro, that's fucked up. You said no one can. You said nobody can cook here. Like so, I'm starving.
Nobody can cook here, man.
I'm starving. That's the most fucked up, funniest shit I've ever heard.
So I got a private lobby going, so I'm trying to invite you. Let me know when you beat me up. So I have a new con.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Right again,
There we go. Got it.
We get some more guys there. So we got the survival match coming. I love playing survival, yo. That's the best, yo. So let me go ahead and pick a good spot. So look. Unlike guess. Game setting. Fox. Sorry, wait. Hang on right there. Let me know when you're in the game.
Yeah, they want me to install some shit.
Is it?
They want me to install the game. Oh. Why do they want me to install the game? Is it downloading? No, that's World War Z.
Okay.
Cloud Steaming quit beta. Oh, wait, you whatchamacallit the game, right?
Yeah, I downloaded the whole game. Full game.
Okay, I think I see what the problem is. I see what the problem.
Man, it's like some
Yeah, they want me to install the whole game, which I can do because it doesn't, as you can see, it doesn't take me that long to download anything.
Go ahead. Do it.
Yeah.
I got you, man. I got you.
Sniper Elite 5. It was like, fuck your cloud gaming. We want you to download it. We want to take that space.
You know what's funny about making content when you like a freaking black dude, right? If specifically a black dude. People will use black women against you. Like, for example, let's say like you get somebody who comes from like a different part of the freaking diaspora, right?
Right.
It's just something crazy about reparations.
Mm-hmm.
They happen to be a woman, but you're a black dude, and you start like interjecting, like, whoa, what did you like? I had this one chick named Jasmine Sullivan, right?
Right.
She's on TikTok. She claims to be running for president. And first of all, you don't run for president on damn TikTok, whatever. She's capping. And I wonder if she's like an op or some crazy shit, but I'm not going to just accuse her of that if I have no fucking proof. It just seems that way. But I'm talking to her, and she's not even like FBA, right? So I asked her about her position on reparations. She's like, well, I would definitely want to discuss reparations for black and indigenous. And I said, whoa, you mean black, right? Like, no, black and indigenous, because the indigenous people went through things too. I said, reparations for slavery, not for racism.
Right.
I'm like, wow, what gives you the right as somebody who's not even from that lineage to even do that?
Basically.
You know?
Basically.
It was just so inappropriate. It's just so weird that she felt like that it was okay for her to like do that. But then as soon as I like questioned it, I had somebody like saying, "Oh, you're being sexist. You're always talking to this black woman." I'm like, "Yeah, because you're talking fucking bullshit. That's why." Like, you know, and so they do that a lot on like fucking TikTok, right? Like that's like the new freaking weapon. They'll do shit like that and try to make you look like sexist or anything else. Like, I'm telling you, like it's some crazy shit.
Bro, I'm not surprised because a lot of black women like to, a lot of zaddy worshipers, whatever you want to call them, they have this thing where they just like to, put us at the lowest totem pole as possible and just degrade us and dog us out like there is no tomorrow. And the thing is, like, I don't know if you're like Stacey Abram, right? Where she went on I forgot the fucking Southwest podcast. And they asked her, why do the Democrats never want to can't talk about black issues or don't want to help black people? And it's like, because it will offend everybody else. What do you mean offend everybody else? What the fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
Yo, that shit.
They ain't gonna never got them like your ass. Like,
yo, when I heard that, I was like, wow, that's the first time you've ever been honest.
yeah, that's just wow. Like what she said to say, well, black folks only make up 13% of the population, but Asians only make up like fucking goddamn 7%.
Right. So what are you talking about?
Like, what's your point?
Like, what are you talking about? And I don't believe that we make up 13% of the damn population.
I think that we're much higher because if you, I travel from South Carolina to like Washington State, buying a freaking car. I can tell you that we are much higher than that, bro. You talk to any like social worker, they will tell you
Right. Just like, yo, we're high on that totem pole. We're not no 13%. That's a margin line. That's where you just want to keep us, and that's it. And you can take your talking points and put it right there. Oh, you're only 13% of the community. We can't really help you. We have to help everybody else. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
People play that game, man. But I think the other interesting thing about the whole like population thing, though, is like is I don't know why people ever thought that we were ever being honest about our population numbers.
We'll never be,
hiding ourselves is kind of like what kept us
bro.
alive, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Why don't we ever be honest about that?
I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of Hispanics, and they've seen this. They don't put Spanish. They put white. They put white on the census. Especially in New York, they definitely put fucking white on the census. Like that's what they claim. You can have like two white people in a household, and then the rest be like, "Fuck that, I'm Spanish." Then you have that one Spanish person who's dark and be like, "No, I'm black." It's like, yo, there is the confusion. There's.
Can you kind of explain the whole like Haitian thing with like the Hispanic thing?
Okay, so you have the Dominican Republic, and you have Haiti. So you know that all of Haiti and Dominican Republic is technically, and it's still Dominican Republic is from is Haitians who were enslaved, and then they became free, and then they bred in with, I believe, what was it? It wasn't a European. I think it was the Spaniards or some shit like that. So they bred with them, and they became mulattoes and all this other nonsense and shit like that. And since they look different from the Haitians, they considered them better than the Haitians because of their lineage and where they come from, and all that other yada yada. So then you have the Haitians going to war with the Dominicans and shit like that. And you have in the DR today, you even find that a lot of them consider themselves. Well, I won't actually know. I'm not going to say that because there is a good majority of Dominicans from DR who consider themselves black, and they're well aware of their heritage. They know exactly how they came to be, who they actually come from, and everything like that. So instead of them saying like they'd be like, "Yeah, I'm Dominican, but I'm black." That's what I consider myself. That's what I am. I know who I am, right? But then you have some Dominicans like, no, I'm white, or I could pass for white and shit like that. Like my homeboy I used to work for when I used to work in one of the hospitals, like when I used to work in one of the hospitals in New York. This motherfucker was dark. Let me tell you, fucking summer came. This motherfucker was light. I did not get it. No way, it's the reverse. I'm sorry. When summer came, he was dark. When winter came, he was like almost white. You was like, I literally looked at this man like, am I looking at the same damn person? So, yeah, it's like, yo, it's like night and day. So it's like, say if you was like, hey, I'm going to go to America when it's like cooler out because I'll know that I'll be able to pass for white. But in the summertime, I'll leave and go somewhere else where I can pass for black or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean basically it's just the Haitians, Dominicans don't like Hades because of the fact that they look different and blah, blah, blah. They just don't consider themselves black. That's just about it.
That's such a weird thing, though. Cause they look. That's the part that I can't get over. Like you look too black. You do not think that you're black.
Bro, I do real estate, right? That's another thing I do. When I used to work at this fucking firm, I kid you not, I work with this hottie Dominican chick, right? And me and her would get into arguments, and our boss would look at us like, "Oh God, here we go again." But she'd be like, "Yeah, my papi called me my sweet Dominican princess and shit like that." I'm like, "Yeah, good and all, but sometimes I would just do this. Just that you want to test where a person's mind is at, right? So I'd be like, yeah, you're black. Like, no, I'm Dominican. Yeah, you look black to me. You know what I mean? Like, shit like that.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like, now that I think about it, I used to hear that so often from people who were Dominican, but I wouldn't think of it. I wouldn't think nothing of it like at the time. But at the time, it's kind of weird that I would hear that. Like I'm not black, I'm Dominican.
Yeah, and listen, you have it.
It's a very common thing that I think everyone's heard before.
Listen, Jamaicans do it. I used to work in my mother's school, and I used to teach. This is why I know how to do like editing and Photoshop and all this other shit. And I was teaching it to these damn kids, right? Bro, I went to the bathroom one day. Dominican had a Dominican and this kid from, I think he's from Jamaica or whatever. But he's like, yo, also calling me black. I'm Jamaican. I was like, what the fuck are Jamaicans? What the fuck?
Yo, he must have had some of that good shit.
Bro, I was like, yo, what are Jamaicans? And listen, when you do online dating, it's the same shit. It is the same shit. Like, yo, I'm Jamaican and black. And it's like, bitch, what? Exactly. Exactly. Like, bitch.
That's like I first saw that. I was first exposed to people to that from the Caribbean actually. From like people from like the freaking Caribbean. When I was first exposed to the whole idea of like bleaching your fucking skin, right?
Right.
Where a lot of them really consider themselves like a different shade of like white. It's a weird. I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of sunken place you gotta be in to like do that, man.
Bro.
Like you gotta be in a hardcore sunken place, man.
Yo.
Like you gonna bleach your skin, my dude. You gonna give yourself intentional fucking vitiligo, man. No.
And that's the thing. Like over in Africa, they worship whiteness. That's the thing. So if you're black, so say like me and you, like, yo, let's hop on a plane, let's go someplace in Africa and chill out or some shit like that. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. They will look at us like, I see these motherfuckers all the time. They're just N-words from America. Now, let me and you go bleach our skin and come out pale. They'll be like, oh my God, Jesus. It's Jesus. Jesus is right here. Hello, Jesus. Jesus, you can cut in front of these darkies. You come first. And that's how they see things. That is how they see things. They view us as nothing and them as something. And it's all and it's a mental thing. They've been through apartheid. They have wars amongst themselves, and there are many wars basically because of white people starting tribal beef with one tribe to the next. And how they did that is not like mostly like, hey, I want you to go attack that person. No, they taught like what the Germans did. It was the Germans. Yes, it was the Germans who taught one tribe mathematics, I believe, and another tribe something else. So since this tribe knew something else and the other tribe knew something else, they kind of like forced them to fight, like saying like, hey, I can do this, but you can't do this and stuff like that, which makes me better than you. Now you have conflict, and you're causing internal conflict, and this conflict will persist. So you have tribes calling each other tribes this, and that's the thing about Africa is that it's tribal. So you'll be like, hey, I'm Ibutu or whatever, some shit, or I'm Ifuni. Well, I don't know. I don't know these tribes' name, but I'm just throwing them out there.
A lot about the freaking Fulani.
There you go, Fulani, I'm Fulani, and all this other shit. And you have all these tribes, they're all different. Remember, Africa's a huge ass fucking continent with millions of black people. And you know who runs that continent?
White people.
Arabs, Chinese, white people, Spaniards, some Germans. Yes, everyone has their little hands in Africa. Every time they find something, like I don't know if you noticed, but they found like this huge ass diamond. And you know who they gave it to? The Chinese, like dummies. Look that shit up. Look that shit up. You know who beats them when they do something wrong? The Chinese. You know who poisons their water and their fish? The Chinese. You know who has better lifestyle than them? The whites.
Of course. Yeah, I remember they was talking about these African farmers these white African farmers who were being kicked off their freaking land. It's like, fuck them.
Yeah, because they have they have no place to go.
You know, I have my thing, you know, I think some people think because you got like you know a more of a view of like, let's be charitable people, let's be nice to people. That's suddenly that means that you can't look at certain things and say, hey, that's some bullshit.
Bro, you can't be this is the funny thing about being nice. Look at what being nice got our people. We let people into our social spaces, let them be like, yeah, you can come do hip hop. Yeah, you can learn dance from us and stuff like that. And over time, you have people.
They steal it and then they tell us that we don't have a fucking culture.
Right. And then you have people like, oh, rocking, MTV is ignorant as fuck. You know what I mean? It's because of the fact that it was like, oh, we only do rock. I was like, well, rock was created by a black woman, right? Right?
And honestly, I would say even modern day rock and roll, if you want to give it to it's made by a black woman, and also even modern day rock and roll, you gotta look at like Chuck Berry. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta look at like Prince, you gotta look at like Jimi Hendrix, we are the ones that created the genre out there.
Listen, I already know a black artist, right? And he be in the space that you was when you was with me. He be in that space. In fact, he was on today spitting some game about rock and stuff like that. And he's a rocker. And he talks to other rockers and stuff like that. He'll literally like, listen, they copyrighted off this person, did this. I know this person, and he knows them. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're in a space where people know other people who know other people. So you can definitely get your voice, you're in the space to get get the message you want out there. There are plenty of young people who come to that space. There are people who are talented, people who have their own type of gifts, people who are content creators. They all be in that. They all be in that space. I
want to be able to help you guys, man. Because I realize.
Listen, bro. When you gave me the shout out, that's going to boost me because that stays on your page, and people be like, oh, let me go check this video out. Who's this guy? Let's go check out his YouTube channel and shit like that. And I'm bringing different things to my YouTube channel. That's why I'm changing the name. It's not going to be Lock Choco. It's going to be Lock Choco's World. And the reason that is because I'm not just doing gaming. You're going to hear me spit game. You're going to hear me spit facts. You're going to hear me speak about different topics. We are going to hit everything on. I'm going to hit everything. Not we. I'm talking about me. I'm going to hit everything on all cylinders. That's how I'm going to be. That's how I want to rock. It's what I like. This is what I want to talk about. If you don't want to listen, don't follow me. But if you want to take that time and listen to what I have to say and get some knowledge and maybe do your own research on top of that, and if you want to leave me a comment like, hey, this didn't happen, I can admit when I'm wrong. Right? But can you admit when you're wrong? That's the problem. When someone speaks something and they can admit when they're wrong, but the other person can't admit when they're wrong, then you have a problem.
I was so happy. I was so happy to see like young people, actually interested in like their
video game. I've been playing history.
I'm not used to that, man.
Now, like getting my face scanned.
I'm not used to like.
Bro, you be so
surprised. In the game, I can't even describe it.
How many young people are, down to listen and understand what they gotta what they gotta know about themselves and whether or not they're on code or not to what's going on and stuff like that. People are not blind. You see these cops gunning down young black men or older black men and stuff like that and snuffing them out when they're not even armed and shit like that. I pay attention to that. I've been paying attention to that since I was a kid. Like I've always questioned, like, oh, this person got arrested. Oh, he was found guilty and stuff like that. I was like, listen, I watched enough movies where I know that these cops can be crooked and that they can easily put charges on people that didn't even do anything. I'm not blind. When I was younger, I paid attention to this. I paid attention to this. And this is before I was 8. I was 4 years old. I was 4 years old. That's how knowledgeable I was at the time. That I actually pay attention to what goes on in the goddamn world. It was like, yeah, I play with my toys and stuff like that, but I watch people. And that's what you do. You have to watch people. You don't listen, you don't just take someone's word. You got to do your own research. I mean, you live in this huge ass world. You know there's bad fucking people, even when they say they're good. They'd be like, remember the cartoons we used to watch? Oh, respect the police. Yeah, the police will always be helpful. Real world, the police will scam you, frame you for robbery, say you shot somebody but you didn't, say you were armed and shoot you. Like, bro, this is the real world aspect. And this is something that not just black kids, but all kids need to understand that you live in the real world. This cartoon fetish shit, it don't exist. It don't exist.
Yeah.
Like, yes, there are good cops, but there are a fucking lot of bad cops.
And even the so-called good cops, man, in most states and territories, there are laws that you don't agree with, and most of those laws that you don't agree with, someone can throw you in a fucking cage for. And so, what would you call that person? A tyrant.
A tyrant, yeah, exactly. 100%.
Like, if you would arrest somebody for smoking a goddamn plant, bro, no, you're not a good cop, bro.
And another thing, I really don't like. You can be a good cop, or so-called quote unquote good cop, but I'm not gonna say you're a good cop, especially if you literally let somebody take a fall when you know that did not happen and shit like that, and you just said like, took it like, that's my higher up. I need to listen to him. Like, no, you fight for what's right. This is the reason why you're hired. This is the reason why you're there. You're not here for the negative. You're here for the positive. You're here to fight. Whether it's your coworker or whether it's outside, this is survival of the fittest. Don't take a job if you can't actually fulfill the full job duty. That means even going against your own.
Yeah.
And another thing,
I'll give you a prime example, brother. So when I first came to Washington State, I was coming to hang out with one of my buddies, like from combat. And he's actually gay, and nobody wanted to room this dude back in 2011. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like Don't Ask, Don't Tell was still in fact. But I didn't care. Like, I don't judge somebody because they gay. I don't care. I explained to her that, man, so long as you don't hit on me, bro, you fucking good, you know. And so I thought that him, I'm helping him, and I'm putting my career online. I'm being all nice. I thought that would mean something to him, you know. That I'll be the only guy that actually stuck out with him, I hung out with him, room with him, when the whole unit didn't even fucking like his ass because he was gay. Because it was a guard unit out of South Carolina. I'm gonna find out this man had a problem with me because I'm fucking black, yo. The whole time.
There you go.
That shit hurt my fucking feelings, yo. Like, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm still kind of like feel some kind of way about that shit. Like,
and you listen.
Like
Listen,
I'm still kind of like salty over that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like,
bro, you have every reason to be mad. That's the thing. This is the things. This is the type of diversity that, like, that we're teaching people to watch out for. Like, listen, just because you saying like, hey, I can get along. I don't mind if you're this, but that doesn't mean the other person's going to think the same. That's just the same thing against us with people from Africa and shit like that. We're the same people. But we come from different regions. We have different lineages and shit like that. And the thing is, FBA, we don't have a beef. with people from Africa. It's actually the opposite. you know,
Yeah, quite literally opposite. Usually it's not even that we got a beef. It's just that we just want them to back out and like not be a fucking buffer.
Right. Don't be a buffer class. Don't try to raise. Yeah. Don't try to raise up and then try to take our place and shit like that. That's not happening. You're not taking our places. Like we see you in the government making moves. We already got somebody saying like, what did he say? I think he said he doesn't care about reparations. No, he says we don't deserve reparations, and this is somebody from Africa. So yeah,
that's crazy, man.
Exactly. So
like even if you didn't necessarily agree with it, why would you block us from getting it?
Because some.
Why would you not want black people to get money under any condition? I don't care if you don't fucking deserve it.
See, that's the thing.
I want you to get fucking paid.
That's the thing. People have this mindset is that like, well, if I can't be a part of it, then you can't get it either.
That's fucking stupid, yo. That's so goddamn toxic, yo.
It's very toxic.
That is so toxic. That's like so basically.
Listen.
Water, you gonna fucking poison it?
Listen. Yes, that some people are like that. Listen, you got people who come over to this country and they're literally told stay away from the blacks. The blacks are criminals. Yeah, they rob people. They like to shoot. If you get in a relationship with you, they'll just leave you and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, that's very negative because I left my son's mother is because we just did not get along. We didn't see eye to eye and stuff like that. And if you see how the way I speak, you can tell that I'm a very rational man. Right. So I always look at things from other people's perspective, not just mine. And we could never see eye to eye. She was not benefiting me in any way. There was no growth. It was just stagnant. And I'm not someone who's trying to be stagnant, especially since I brought a son into the world. I'm definitely not trying to be stagnant. I'm trying to push forward in any magnitude I can. And if you're holding me back, that's a problem. And when I seen that when I lost my body, like I have a picture, bro. Before I have my locks, I send that shit to you. You want to see my stomach? I was like, oh, hell no. This shit stops. You ain't benefiting me. I'm getting bigger. I feel slower, slouchy. I feel lazy. I'm not supposed to feel like this. Like I feel disgusting. I feel like this is not me. This ain't Jay. This is not who I'm supposed to be. You're holding me back and shit like that. And she got mad, but I spoke my piece and let her know, like, listen, you're holding me back. It's like, so you're not benefiting me. And that's the thing. Just because we look like each other don't mean we're going to benefit each other or we're going to get along. And that goes for everybody because everyone has the same issues. Some Japanese don't like the Chinese. Some Chinese don't like the Japanese. Everyone has their little negative stereotypes about somebody else from some different region or whatever. Everyone has it. But you know who gets the most hate? Us. We are hated beyond belief. Beyond belief. We are not liked in any circles. People just say stay away.
I didn't believe that at one point until I didn't believe that at one point. I said until I turned like 21 when I was deep into like the military.
Bro, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real quick. This fucking woman came when I was in that space being berated by these old cokes, right? This old woman said, I didn't grow, and I didn't really take. I'm a 67-year-old woman, and I didn't really take this serious until Trayvon Martin. I said, "Bitch, where has your mind been? Like where has your mind been? There's been
what the hell she was at doing like King?
Bro, you said you 60-something years old right now. My mother is 60. She got common sense. I got to wake her up a little bit, but still, she got some common sense. And this woman was like, I didn't realize like the Democrats and the police and stuff like that. I'm like, you just woke up from your nap, your fucking 40-something, 50-something year nap. Like, goddamn, how long you been asleep? I've been up since I was 4. How long you been? The fuck? And this is the thing with a lot of our people. They are still sleeping. They're in that thing where vote Democrat, vote Democrat. There's nothing wrong with the world. They'll help me get here. The Democrats don't like you. The Republicans definitely don't like you. Democrats will lie and spit in your face and be like, "We'll do something for you." Now it's getting to the point where people are starting to wake up. Let me tell you something. We're at a point where people say like, "Oh, I'm going to vote Republicans because I don't like the Democrats," or some other fucking reason like, "Oh, I'm going to vote Republican because I think the Democrats should pay and they need to fix themselves." Okay, so let me ask you something. We're asking for tangibles, right? So if we're asking for tangibles and we do vote Republican, are we actually necessarily sure we're going to get them? Because it's most exactly.
Probably not on the Democrats either. I think we got to just make them. Honestly,
my thing is, don't vote for neither of them. Make them hurt. Make them hurt. Yeah. That's how you make them hurt. Is don't vote for any of them.
I actually heard that from 3 minutes of black empowerment. He said that, and honestly, I did kind of make a donation so that he can just make those things. So I need to kind of just do it.
3 minutes of black empowerment.
Yeah. So I made like a donation to him because I wanted him to make those little flyers, and I wasn't advocating like voting, but like honestly, I wasn't with Democrats anymore because like if I cover like bad cops, right? And the vast majority of bad cop stories that I'm covering is in blue states.
Exactly. They get away with everything, and then you have people like pushing like, "Oh, police need more power." For what? They don't even do their job with the amount of power they have. They do the opposite.
How much power they fucking need? They can just shoot your ass and fucking like get away with it.
And then they also say like, well, literally this came out. I believe this was in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. But this actually came out where it was like, well, technically, we're not obligated to help you.
But that is true. They're not obligated to actually protect you. There's several court cases.
That's a problem when it comes to law enforcement. They're not obligated to protect you, but they can get protected if they hurt you. Like, wait, that's what? That's a conundrum right there. That's something that really needs to be repaired. That you shouldn't. What do you mean you're not obligated? So you're telling me somebody help cops, and you just like put your hands in your pocket and just look at you as you run, and somebody's chasing you with a knife. Like, thank you. Well, don't worry, we're not going to help him. We're not obligated. Enjoy your run. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. That's some.
I mean, I think that to a certain extent, we should require people to have to do their job, even if you're off duty to a certain extent. Because I mean, let's say that you got someone's dying, someone's a fucking doctor, right? And you could save that person. And you don't even try.
You said off.
You tell me you're not gonna charge him with like anything.
You said off duty.
Like a doctor, it's like.
I think. Listen. This is. I get what you're saying, but I think if you're off duty, you need to have something that like proves that you're off duty, so that if you're a doctor, people are like, all right, that is a doctor. Like, at least have something like that everyone can recognize. And like, oh, we do have a doctor on the plane. This person, this person, like I remember when there was this black woman, and I believe she was in the medical field, and she was like, they was like, hey, do we have a doctor? And I was like, yeah, I'm a doctor. Can you prove it? I'm like, this motherfucker's dying, and you want her to prove it? Okay, yeah, we got a problem there. We have a problem there. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure even if we did have something that says like, hey, we're law enforcement, we'll still get shot. Because I've seen people in cops in New York.
Actually, yeah. Right, there was this freaking Nigerian FBI agent actually who got arrested. I remember that story. So yeah, you're right. It was still happening.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that video.
Bro, they got a They have a video. They have a video where it's, cop. This happened in New York. This happened like I think last year or 2 years ago, right? Cop in New York. He's undercover. His guys know that he's undercover, right? Because they let you know, like, hey, this person's undercover when you're about to do a sting and shit like that. This is the person, right? They beat the bricks off that man. They kicked him in the face, stomach, everything. Yeah, undercover.
Oh, I remember that story. I covered that story. I'm a little high. I'm sorry. I'm not even thinking about it. But yeah, I remember I covered that story. I saw the picture of his face. They fucked him up, yo. Did that happen in like Baton Rouge or like Louisiana, something like that?
That could have been it, but I know there was one in New York as well.
Yeah, I remember there was one doing a protest. Dude was undercover, and I think it was like 5 white officers.
Yeah, they stomped his ass. Yeah, he was undercover cop. They've known he was undercover, and they still stomped him up. They kicked him in the mouth, all that up. They kicked him in the mouth, all that shit.
Yeah, it was so. It's weird when you get police misconduct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Against other cops, and then the cops still don't do anything about it.
Yeah,
I had this one case in like New Jersey, right? Well, I recently covered one with on live, but there's another one case where these 2 cops had sued their supervisor because the supervisor was sexually harassing them. Now you're thinking these 2 cops are women? No, they're men. And they're being sexually harassed by this other man who kept doing all kind of crazy shit, right? The story is so fucking absurd that I'm thinking to myself, like, how does the Jersey government hear this shit and they do nothing?
Bro.
And that's the problem that I have with being law enforcement. It's like there's no option of them being good people when you see the clear, easy ones, the freaking layups, right?
Right.
And you won't do shit about it. It's like, and they're just like, well, every job has bad people. It's like, okay, I'm tired of hearing that shit. I really am. I really fucking am. Like, yeah, every job has fucking bad people, but not every job has motherfuckers who fucking toss flashbang grenades into babies' goddamn cribs, okay?
Exactly.
Like, I can't do it anymore with these motherfuckers, man. Like, as soon as someone makes a single excuse for a cop, that shit triggers me, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I can't control myself as soon as I hear that shit. I'm like, stop the fucking bootlicking, yo. Get the boot out your damn throat, bro. I can't stand a bootlicking, yo. I can tolerate, a fucking coon, but a bootlicker I can't tolerate because a coon I can fix. A bootlicker, you can't fix, nigga. Like we can get a coon into, maybe like into a freaking, like a goddamn space, right? We can get like 4 or 5 brothers, get them fucking straight. But a bootlicker, you can't convince a bootlicker that the fucking Patriot is a goddamn bad thing. You just can't.
Basically.
That nigga's lost. All right, so I have no patience for a fucking bootlicker, yo. No patience, like, oh my god, because that bootlicker shit, right? And that adherence to wanting this government and not seeing us forming shit for ourselves, like having our own tribal shit. The same way that the Native Americans have their own like reservations and their own tribal shit, their own police, their own schools, their own hospitals, all that shit. We should have that same shit. But these scared Negroes who are bootlickers, these fucking bootleg Negroes, a lot of bigger Democrats, a lot of bootlicking black conservatives, they gonna be in the goddamn way. I can just fucking see it now.
Of course. That's a thing. That's a thing. These people are in our way, and the funny thing is, it's the older generation.
Yeah. God damn, man.
It's the old, like the Jim Clyburns. Like, you didn't do shit, bitch. It's
Clyburn, he started his. I think Marcel said something very, very interesting the other day. And Clyburn started his career off of reparations on fucking party.
Yes, he did.
That was wow.
That means he used people to get.
Us, man. Like that's some shit, bro. How could you do that,
And Marcel, he'll be throwing out facts. He'll be like, yeah, Marcel was in his. I think he was like, what was he? I think Marcel met him in person or some shit like that. No, I think it wasn't Marcel. I think it was Marcel. It was somebody else. But they went into his face and some shit and asked him some question. And he was like, "Fuck, don't. It's not my fault." And shit like that. The guy was like, okay, really? Like, yeah, I gotta find that video and send that shit to you. That shit was funny because he's literally on record like cursing. And his family's his oh god,
his family shady as fuck, yeah.
Bro, his family.
Like his daughter, the freaking the one that's like a freaking judge. I think she's like a judge in Sacramento. I think his daughter's also. He has like another one who's head of like a DNC there.
See, that's the problem. He has too much family support. Right. Word. Like too much family support. Like you shouldn't be in office and have so many family members in taking up these critical areas, these governmental roles and shit like that. Like that should not even be allowed.
If you have somebody in the government, you should be like allowed to run.
At all. At all. At all. At all. But I see what they do in South Carolina. I understand that most people are old and most people live away from the world, I guess to say.
That's why I had to leave. Because like here's the thing, I was in South Carolina, right? And so I read this little publication called The Daily Counter. And so I would start questioning like the government. I became like the local gossip like thing, right? I didn't spread any gossip. I just took stories of things that people already knew. I just put it into like written form. And so I would go after like judges and politicians and cops and shit. And that shit was pulling in like 407,000 views like a month. And for like an online publication, that's probably unheard of in like a small town, you know what I'm saying?
That was good.
But I couldn't grow there. I couldn't grow as like a person, and I couldn't grow like an online presence there. Because as soon as I criticized the cops, right? Even the black people were like, oh man, you didn't go on full nothing. No, you didn't go on full stomach. What you gonna do when you get in trouble? It's like, you old Negro, shut the fuck up. God damn, like they are the worst. You don't understand how bad it is in there in South Carolina, man.
Bro, it's bad everywhere. But I do know that people's mindset, they have this old, if I stay quiet and out of sight, nothing will happen to me. And I'm not with that. I'm not with that shit.
Like a hermit crab, almost like a hermit crab / almost like a gerbil type of mentality where you're hiding away like a freaking prairie dog, you know?
Yeah.
And you're just looking out for days. Like, it's so fucking disgusting, man. And what makes it worse is that it's a bunch of men doing this shit. Like I can't stand, and maybe I'm like more like a macho man type, you know. But I don't like no fucking bitch ass man.
I don't like no bitch ass man either. Because I'd be like, I be telling people like, listen, I don't care. My best friend is like 6'2", 6'3". I'm like telling him like, listen, bro, you better watch you talk to me. I ain't no bitch. I will fight you. I will fight you. And I tell him, he knows I tell him that. Oh, we'll fucking fight you. I got teeth. I got claws. I'll fuck you up. I'll be that.
No, I mean, but I don't think many people are realizing that we know that Republicans are fucking coons. We know that. We know Candace Owens is a goddamn coon.
Oh, we definitely. Oh, let me tell you something.
These people don't seem to want to actually accept is that Kamala Harris is a fucking coon too. You know?
That's a super. Let me tell you something. When someone tells you like, oh, Hillary Clinton, oh yeah, I carry hot sauce with me in my purse. Bitch, shut up. Okay, oh, Kamala Harris, oh yeah, I listen to rap music back. I listen. What the fuck? She said she listened to Tupac, or she listened to some song that wasn't even out when she was in college.
Is she even black?
Come on, she's like Jamaican Indian, and no, she's not. She was born here, but her father and her mother, her father is Jamaican Indian, her mother's Indian. The only person who got common sense, I believe, is her sister, because her sister actually married a black guy and has black children. Kamala Harris has no kids. She looks ugly as fuck.
She does. She's very strong in the face.
Yeah, she looks like a prairie dog.
Oh, God, yo, she said, my man said she like getting Simone from down.
All right, now I'm ready. I'm ready to play. My shit is up and ready to go.
Okay. Which game are we playing again? Because I've been on 2K the whole time. I'm going back to World War Z.
Are you gonna play World War Z or you gonna play Sniper?
Sniper Elite. Yeah, I'm jumping on it.
Yeah, that bitch is like a fucking prairie dog, bro.
Yo, man, yeah, this is man say she like Dan Simone, yo.
Bro, she look creepy as hell, son. Creepy as hell.
No, like the shit that fucking get me right. How did we ever get over the fact that she had evidence to free like an innocent man and she didn't get there free him? How did we ever let that shit go?
Bro, this woman's so what is that? I believe she sold Nina Simone's estate to a tether or someone an immigrant. I don't know, some shit like that, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. You may have to look that up. She prosecuted a lot of black men. She has a lot of daddy issues.
Yeah.
And that shows. Like she has a lot of daddy, especially like, and this is how you can tell that this woman is a politician because I was one of the children who was on that bus.
Hey man, give me a quick second. I'll be right back. Let me take my dog out.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. I'm going to get the game started up. By the time I come back, I'm playing. Man, because I need a new gaming partner, man. I'm so glad to find somebody to talk to. Because honestly, I got tens of thousands of followers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel lonely online. Is that weird to say?
No, it's actually kind of completely normal. A lot of people, that's why they were like, hey, we're gonna do a play with followers day or some shit. And you were like, oh, okay, I get to play with my favorite streamer or content creator and all that other nonsense. There's nothing wrong with that, but you still feel lonely when you can't speak to somebody on a certain level.
I'll be right back, man.
You good? That didn't work. That didn't work either. Whatever.
Implicate himself. They're over there playing that public enemy. They're over there playing that public enemy. That shit from that. They're over there playing that goddamn public enemy. Money spots. I heard someone. Now, one of you missed the best. The average black. Us weekenders. Him and audio and everybody else. I don't believe y'all. Y'all niggas is going to hell with gasoline draws. I couldn't believe he was like trying to shame, like, you know, I wanted to know what he thought an older woman was. That's the question I forgot to ask him. What's an older woman? Well, how old? Yeah, right. I'm on the other end. I'm like, you know, and it's like, well, you 53, so what's too old? You 53. You 53. What do you mean too old? Because those Filipino women should be 23 and should marry a dude 60. That's why. He set the stairway to heaven, so that just told you everything. He was on his, you know. Every reference was old as fuck. Every reference had dust on it, bro. Like every reference. Yeah, family. Her family said, "Get him well and marry that one." That was perfect, nigga. It's okay to have penis butter cured. Them better watch out. That Filipino woman gonna keep feeding his ass pork adobo. Give him a coronary. That's the whole point, nigga. Get that insurance money. That nigga got like 2-3 incomes, nigga. You know, it's the funniest joke to see. I got like 2-3 incomes. I'm like, you need to get rid of the older one, like 30s and 40s, man. That's some of the best I ever had, bro. Like the 20s, they don't know the 30s, 40s. Man. '20s, man, that 20 whole conversation. It's probably young and snappy, but she can't talk to me. My homeboy was 19. He had this 38-year-old woman put him on it, and he never came back. He dated the older woman. Like, is dating the older woman now. Boy, still dating older women. That's another reason why it's kind of nasty, because you know that whole dead fish thing, he be laying there. I'm like, that's what you want, nigga? Like, 19? Nah, it's legal, but it's nasty. You know, when you older woman was like, my guy's got some peach cobbler for you, baby. Yeah, come on up in here and get some of this blackberry cobbler, baby. Oh, baby, stir that thing up, stir it up. Ooh, beat these mashed potatoes, baby. Oh, my goodness. Heavens to Betsy. Hey, fuck you. I got that. Makes you bacon and eggs and English muffin. And shout out to the older woman for sure. Yeah, he got a thing for like he got people old women and shit. I don't know what it is. He's like, is you mad because you an old bitch? I said, damn. But that ain't no type of statement. I don't know what. He had a black wife and she took her out. Let's just keep it going. That's what happened.
Yeah, I can hear you coughing your way back.
Yeah, man.
My goddamn shoelaces didn't even have no goddamn left. That man said,
we here, man.
everything he did said, like, oh, yeah, like somebody in his grade, like.
These motherfuckers are cracking jokes in this room.
Yeah, man. Listen. Let me tell you something about making content on TikTok, man. These people who come on TikTok, you gotta realize they're coming from a generation whereas they make content on cell phones. So that already implies a lot of things.
I don't even know how to do that shit.
It is not as difficult as it seems, but I just kind of stick to mostly green screen.
Oh, okay.
It's an easy way to do things. It's quick, it's simple, it's effective. If you focus on mostly news stories, then it'll be simple. But if you try to do anything fancy, then you will run into problems.
I ain't trying to do anything fancy. Like I like if I want, I could just like make a video on my phone, go into my Premiere Pro, edit the video there, and then upload it to TikTok. Like if I want to be a G, I can do that. That's not a problem. That's why I put a video. I was like, hey, listen, I'm a content creator on YouTube and shit like that, and I just need some of you guys to follow me. So I didn't know that you need like 1,000 fucking followers so that you can go live on TikTok.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm in the game now.
All right, and you see who you are. You added me, right?
Yeah. G4L Lock Loco, right?
Lock Choco.
Lock Choco. Lock Choco.
You said Lock Loco. Lock Loco.
Man, listen, I'm high as fuck right now. I don't give a fuck. Listen, man, you could be space alien right now. This is game, bro.
Hey, Cat.
Space alien. Absolutely, man.
Well,
that's the thing about me, man. That's why I was so shocked at people that be smiling. I'm like, I'm trying to be so nice to people, man. Like, look at you.
Bro, you gotta understand. You in a space where a lot of people like to invade our privacy and shit.
Oh, okay. I was like, but damn, I thought I was being kind of nice. Like,
You could.
the way that I am, like you, that's how I am with most people. Like, that's why I say I don't do conflict, man.
All right.
I spent 4.5 years like combat. I don't want to fight no more wars, bro.
So there's always another war to fight, bro. That's one thing about whether you don't want to, whether you want to be peaceful, cordial, whatever. Someone's going to bring that fight to you. All right, what's your invite code?
Enter invite code. I don't see an invite code.
Do I have to enter invite code? Cancel.
I see that you're online.
Oh, just send me an invite then.
It doesn't allow me to send an invite. It says that you're online, but I don't see anything that says I join.
You have to go to your friends. Hold up. Let's see something. If I'm not mistaken, I think my homeboy got pissed because we was playing with a lot of people from PC, and it turned off my shit.
Yeah, I'm on PC.
Oh, you should be straight then. Is that game? That's what games are, right?
Yeah, let me go ahead and go to Survivor. Let me try to set up a match. Let me see if I can invite you.
Yeah, everything's up and up. Let me see something. Join game, invite to game. It says I can't invite nobody to game. Why is that?
Invite you to game.
All right, I got that.
You be rocking and rolling, man. Blasting. There we go.
Yep, I'm here.
Let's get it. Let's set it open. Public. Set yourself up and we can get started.
Yeah, I just fucking had to mute your ass. Had to mute your ass. Like, goddamn. All right, let me add you as a friend.
Change out the game chat. Do you hear me like game chat too?
No, I fixed it. I already fixed it. I just muted you. That's it.
Yeah, but let me make sure I turn off the game chat thing. I don't want to. I think I'm going to.
There we go.
Push talk. Cool. So we got push talk. So now we're pretty good.
You put on push to talk. I don't know, put on no damn push to talk. Come on. I'm ready. I be getting people pissed off, bro. I be like, yo, they be like, yo, I want to hear your conversation. I'm like, shut up. You want to hear it? You won't hear this conversation.
I want to blast some damn zombies in the face, man. Some damn, I'm not saying, but Nazis in the face, bro.
You gotta play that campaign shit.
Yeah, I get you going through it.
Are you the same team?
Yeah. This is a PV. This PV. This is like a horror mode, but it's like a lot more advanced, I guess.
You say it's a horror mode?
It's like a horror mode.
Oh, okay. You got cats and dogs all in one spot.
Yeah, I love animals. I love animals a lot more than other people, man.
Yeah, I like animals myself. Like when people ask me like, oh, do you have like a brother? I was like, no. They'd ask like, no. I'm sorry. They'd be like, oh, do you have pets? I'm like, yep. I got a brother. Now I got a son. Oh, took his ear off. Damn. My man's ear off. Am I really missing my shots? Hot shot. I always wanted to open up a cannabis spot. I'm dead. I'm down. Bleeding out in the wave. Oh, you play this shit a lot. You got this guy. This guy. You I'm about to ask you, you live streaming right now or no?
I'm live streaming, yeah.
Anybody watching you?
I've been chilling on YouTube. I don't care about back on YouTube, yo. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that thing. That's good. I don't give a fuck about YouTube. When they YouTube, they lost their fucking watch time and all that shit, man, because they've been just all shit with their content creators. Nobody even give a fuck anymore. Why should you care?
I get views on YouTube. I'm actually surprised that somebody was actually watching me today when I was playing Bear and Breakfast. It's a brand new game that came out on Steam. I was actually surprised, like, oh, what a view? I'm shocked I even got any views. I see Dr. Disrespect on here. I'm like, God damn it. I don't really think YouTube is good for like if you're trying to go live. I just shot this man. Okay.
L'ennemi approche du poste de commandement.
No, that had to hurt. Damn, no, that had to hurt. Oh, there we go. This one guy right here is like hiding behind a wall or some shit. Bro, let me tell you something. When I used to play shit like this, like when it comes to NPCs and all that shit, I used to fall asleep.
Okay, so this is going to be found a way to be moved to a new position. Man, I always wish I had the high ground. I always start off over here. If I only have like two guys, and I kind of like fan my way over to the other side to keep the position safe. But that's all I can really do from here.
Shit, I'm like lost. I'm lost in the sauce right now, so I'm like, eh.
You just kind of like going for what you're doing.
I'm just doing what I know how to do. Kill people.
Venez vous près, les amis. Ils arrivent.
Just wondering where you're going to start taking tanks. That's going to be our first challenge. I think so.
I hope nobody watching taking that against me. Like, oh, he likes to kill people. I'm glad they gave me this new fucking hard drive. I never see nobody. Oh. You came out with that drug plan and everything. I was like, that's a good business, 10-year business plan. I'm down. But I can still shoot my headshot. Yeah, I'm stuck in the fucking reload animation. I'm literally stuck in a reload animation, bro. Okay, now I can kill somebody. That shit is actually pretty funny. I died. Yeah, I was stuck in the fucking reload animation. Just like, you keep reloading, reloading, reloading. God damn, they ain't fixed that shit.
Non, je dois faire quelque chose pour cette blessure.
Damn. Well, you can heal yourself. They're taking over A. They're taking A. They're taking A.
I know they're taking it, but that sucks. I really care. Like they modify the amount of enemies you based on how many.
Damn.
So it's okay. It's all good. Get another shot.
That man jaw clapped you.
You got me.
Shit, I did fucking terrible.
Yeah, bro. See, I don't play these games to be like perfect.
Oh yeah, me neither. Like when I play Warzone, I play to be a dick. Like I go like so I've been playing Warzone since it came out. So I have weapons that people were like, yo, I never seen that before. Like, oh shit, he turned me into like gigabytes or megabytes or some stupid shit. Like, how did he do that? And like, so I always get that nice little funny reaction when I need it. Especially when you got that one person you just keep killing over and over again, and they just keep like cursing through their mic and shit like that. I love that. So one of my favorite finishers in that game so far, right now. I like my zombie finishers, but I also like the King Kong finisher. Will launch your ass. But if you ever want to play Warzone, just let me know.
They're playing Warzone, bro, to be honest with you. They're playing mini Call of Duty. I don't have like a game
Venez mon frère, les amis! Ils arrivent!
Yeah, give it a chance. I might like it. Like my little cousin, right? He didn't like Warzone, right? You know what he's doing right now? Like he's playing Warzone. Is this always where they start out, or? Seriously. Bro, I'm like the worst sniper in the world. At least when it comes to yeah, I see that. At least when it comes to this game, I am the worst sniper in the world. I was aiming for that guy. Gobstoppers? Is that a weapon in here?
That's what I'm talking about, man. I had to get something, man.
Oh, you got some candy. Oh, you got some candy.
Most people who see me like this condition now, they be so shy. They're like, man, you're so intense, you're so hardcore. It's like, man, I don't want to be that all the time.
Yeah, I just kick back and relax. Like when I start my day, I usually wake up, look at the goddamn ceiling. And then I just fucking, you know, I get my workout. I get my workout in, get my normal workout in and shit. And then I'm like, you know, I check Steam or whatever and see like what game is out that I can possibly try or whatever, some shit like that. That's basically how I start my day. Like I was waiting, this is a game. I've been waiting for like 4 or 5 months for this game to come out, right? Just sitting in my, you know, Steam library, just waiting for like, oh, all right, yes, can't wait. It's just like, you know Castlevania, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Castlevania. That game is trash. Kill you all! What the hell is that? Oh, I'm down. I'm not out. You heal yourself again. Oh my god, bro. Bleeding out. Now I'm back.
Yeah. You can search the body suit for extra supplies if you need. Also, picking up the standard rifles, it will give you like their weapons, but you don't get like a nice scope round.
Fucking thirsty. You want some kombucha?
Venez vous près, les amis! Ils arrivent!
Body shot. That guy's a twitcher over there. The hell? I'm an American hero.
L'ennemi approche du poste de commandement.
Oh, that's right. That's how you heal yourself. Nope. Drops. Is it this? Nope. Is it this? Nope. Is it that? No. Are you down again?
No, yeah, I'm taking him out. We'll say it good.
How do you use your bandages again?
You gotta listen to your own will.
Right. Oh, there it is. RB. What is that tank you've been asking for?
The sniper.
Wow.
In case I can come my way. What you can do is, get them back.
Oh,
Do that.
the Panzer or whatever you call it. There's something you can hit. Sure, you're doing better than me. Is this a different position?
We got somebody else with us now. The armor piercing around there.
Armor piercing. So I wonder if Adonis is going to come back tomorrow. Oh gosh, cracking me. That shit's still cracking me up. I'll never get over that. I'm actually shocked we got somebody else in here. Place some, yeah, you place some explosives down there. Whoa. Did I take splash damage? Sure did. Some splash damage. Where you at? Yeah. This laptop generates so much power.
Le poste de commandement est en train de tomber au bas des bottes.
Oh shit. Was that a grenade? Yo, if you're free tomorrow, you know, we could definitely make a multiverse video if you want. Yeah, man, relax, talk, game.